Yo, welcome to Drop Your 3 Cent. I'm your boy Third Degree. Why am I over here?
Hey man, yeah, I don't know.
Hold on a second. Hold on. All right.
he ain't gonna, I'm about to say, then he gonna just kick me all the way off. Okay,
Man,
that's
what's good with y'all? What's good?
what's
It
up,
looked a
brother? How
little
you doing?
weird. Looked a little weird.
Yeah, it
I'm
did.
good, man. How about you?
Man, I'm blessed. I can't complain. I can't complain.
Hey, in DZ, I see you. Adoration, I see you. We're gonna bring you guys in a second. We're gonna bring you guys in a second. Just be patient. Welcome to Drop Your 3 Cent. I'm your boy Third Degree. We got Quez in the house. We are back for another controversial one. If you're watching, we are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn, we're everywhere. So um, I'm going to hit the link in one of the comments. So if you want to come on, you got to make sure that you keep your camera on, keep the background noise to a low. You know, we don't want to hear too much stuff going on in the background because again, I got the headphones on, and it's just that we're trying to be professional. We don't want to sound messy around here. Also, make sure that you keep it respectable as far as like your language. We don't know who's watching. Again, we're worldwide. So, Quez, you got anything you want to add?
Man, I think you covered all the ground rules. I was just trying to tag some people in on the Facebook, but yeah, man, let's get to it. It's definitely gonna be a controversial day. Uh,
Yes, just a
definitely.
little bit. And we're going to rebroadcast. So again, if you want to watch it on YouTube, I shot the link on Facebook so you can watch it in the comfort of your own home on your TV and your couch with your boo. You know what I'm saying? Your bae, whatever you want to call him, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, it's not your friend's ex baby mama, some, whatever.
Ooh, oh, that's what I
Man,
wanted to add. That's what I wanted to add. If you got an issue, somebody who says something, make sure you reach out to that person. Don't attack third. Don't attack me because there's gonna be some with these topics here. There's gonna be some comments. So make sure you reach out to the individual. Get off where you're mad at. That's all I want to add. Get off where you're mad at. Don't bring it over here.
or if you want to, you could hit the email, drop your 3 cent at gmail.com. We will fill them out. We will read them accordingly, and we will answer accordingly. If we you might get cursed out, then so be it. But man, you ready to roll?
Hey man, yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm warm clothes on.
A word. All right, man. You know what to do, man. Hit me.
Third, what's the word?
The word for today is authentic. And when I
Mhm.
Googled up the word, it means undisputed origin, genuine. So, which is going, Golden Flame, what's good with you? Which is going with tonight's theme, Patrice, Miss Mama Tucker, how you doing?
What's up, Mama
Which is
Blue?
going to go along with the theme for today, real versus what you feel. And it seems to me that there's a lot of attacks lately going on what is real, and they're trying to blur the vision, blur what is actually real and versus what you feel. And I've seen a few headlines that have been going on. Like one of the first has been like, Flame Monroe, who is a transgender woman, actually came out and defended Jess Hilarious, the comedian, over some comments that she has said. And it's really weird that a woman of her stature would come to a defense of a bio woman who is real and really went against her own in order to speak truth about what is real. And so we want to take a look in that. Also, young Jeezy or Jeezy now has done an interview with Nia Long proclaiming that real news don't cheat, and I hear him. So my thing is, are we changing the narrative or are we running away from accountability? So we're going to talk about that one. Another thing we're going to talk about is something that Tisha had posted up on her Facebook story. Shout out to Tisha. She might join us, she might not. Shout out to D and Melvin, wherever they're at. But it was a thing where is it okay to ever date your ex friend's baby mama, baby daddy? So we're gonna kind of dig into that too. We're gonna talk about that. Uh, yeah, I see you shaking your head, Quez.
I'll wait till it's time. I'm gonna wait till it's time.
Lucetta, how you doing? Mama Tucker, Golden Flame again. How you doing? So we're gonna bring on Adoration and Ndeezy, the Choker fans, to the stage.
Dang, shots early. Shots.
Already, huh? Already?
All ready.
Already.
Oh man, somebody got this. Who
Ooh,
that
I
is?
didn't like
Ooh,
that.
I
Mic
didn't like
check.
that. Mic check.
Who
Somebody
that?
might have to put in their headphones.
Hold on, say it again.
Mic check.
All right, we good. It's one of them two.
All right.
Letting them off one.
Ndeezy, turn it.
And easy turn it.
Oh,
That's Adoration.
Well, I
let me
just
see.
turned my mic on.
Indeezy, say something.
Ndeezy, turn. Well, let's turn on Ndeezy.
I
That's
just turned
her.
on my mic right now.
Ooh, I heard it
Ooh,
like
I heard
mad
it like
echoing.
mad echoing.
I think it's both of them.
Ugh.
So what you want me to do?
Um, are you on? Are you on your speakerphone?
Nah, I'm just on my phone. So hold on, let me put in my earbuds.
There we go. That'll work.
Yeah. So right now they're saying that there's been an echo going on with the Google Chrome, so that might be
All right.
it. Cheryl, she said me either. I'm not sure. I don't cross those lines. Oh, okay. I see. I see now. Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
All right, let's try it again. Indeezy, you back?
Do y'all hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Turn it up. You're a little low.
To come all the way up, bro.
She's just gonna be a little on the quiet
quiet
side.
side.
Hello?
Adoration was
Adoration was good with you.
I'm all right.
Oh man, that's
I'm
a
tired.
replay.
Replay.
Yeah, we gonna need some headphones for you too, Adoration.
Mic check.
It might just be the way the stream is set up, but let that be. If you're not on a computer, I'm guessing you got to have some type of headset.
Yeah, forgive me for everybody watching. We having a few technical difficulties. Next time we will have a sound check before we get the ball rolling.
Right on, right on.
All right, Nikki.
Indeezy's off mute and hers is okay for right now.
Mic check. Mic check. Say something to us, Charger fan. How you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Well, I do not like that. Let's see. She is mad low.
We got D in the building.
D, what's good with you?
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, I
we
hear you
can-
good.
Do you see me?
Okay,
Am I
good.
still the same?
Yeah, your volume's a whole lot low,
I don't know.
Miss Dowes.
Everything turns up.
Mic check. Ah,
This ain't
That's all
far
right.
away.
all right, D,
What about
give me a
now?
mic check.
You hear me? Testing, testing.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Thackeray? How you doing? You sound good. I hear a little bit of echo, but that just might be because of the whole platform right now. So,
Mm-hmm.
Easy, give me one more mic check.
Mic check.
Ah, you a little low. I wonder what's going on.
I don't know.
Yeah, we love to hear you because you be talking your ish.
For sure.
All right,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm turned all the way up, so I don't know what the. Let me look at these settings. Let me see the settings.
let's see.
Let's see.
I
Try it
don't think it's
again.
anything up.
All right, how about now?
It sounds a little bit better.
Yeah, I
Okay,
turned her
well,
up a
I'll
little
go in their
bit.
little settings, and that's the best they're gonna give me. I turned the audio all the way up, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, D, what's good with you?
Nothing, what's up?
Not much. Just maintaining, trying to do my thing. Do you have your earbuds in?
No. Why?
Okay, so yeah, we're probably just gonna have to rock with the echo.
Should I have my earbuds in?
It would be better.
Okay.
especially if you're on your phone. Like Quez said, it's something going on with the platform right now to where they have like this echo going on with Google Chrome.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hear
So-
you echoing. Hold on.
Mic check. Yeah, there we go. I'm back echoing again. Forgive us, folks.
And everybody's settings is on cancel echo, but it's still echo.
Yeah. Do y'all still hear me, or is it hella low still?
Yeah, you still low, but we can hear you.
All right. So, all right, but welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, Cheryl says, I hear D, but volume is low on HWE mic.
Can you hear me better now? Is there echo now?
It's better, but we still hear a little bit of echo.
What am I supposed to do?
No, you're good. You're good. I don't know what to do in this situation. But anyway.
Oh, it's echoing.
Yeah, it's echoing bad too. Mic check. Mic check. Anyway, we'll just keep it popping. So one of the first things that we got going on right now is Flame Monroe came out and defended Jess Hilarious over some comments that she made, and we'll go ahead and we'll play the clip right here.
Female impersonator. I'm speaking for me. I'm not speaking for the bitches that don't know what they are. The bitches that don't know what they are, I got 2 words for you. Go pee. You will always remember exactly what you are.
So, D, you're shaking your head.
It said to tap it. I couldn't hear it. I got technical difficulties.
Cheryl says it's called feedback and the volume is turned up on someone.
Well, my volume's turned all the way up, but y'all said mine is still low.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's try muting. Because I might just start this whole thing all over again. Mic check. Mic check. Okay, so it's not me. So somebody's turned all the way up.
Yeah, I turned mine down too just to make sure, but
I'm hearing it on your end, Quest.
it's me too.
Yeah. So mute it one more time, Quest. Mic check. Mic check. Ooh. Indeezy,
You say one
I
more
think it
time?
might be you.
It's me?
No, it might be Indeezy.
I had my mic muted.
All right, mute. One more time, everybody. Mic check. All right, Quest, come back in.
I'm here.
Mic check. All right, D, come back in.
Can you hear me?
Mic check. All right, Indeezy. Mic check.
Is it mine?
I think it might be. Do us a favor. Restart your phone and then come back in. And we're gonna try it that way.
All right, bet.
Mic check. Yeah. So, all right. So you said you couldn't hear it.
No, I couldn't hear it.
All right. Let's play it again.
Female impersonator. I'm speaking for me. I'm not speaking for the bitches that don't know what they are. The bitches that don't know what they are, I got 2 words for you. Go pee. You will always remember exactly what you are.
Oh,
Did you hear that now?
I sure did. That was a little deep.
So basically, she was responding or pretty much defending Jess Hilarious, comedian Jess Hilarious, because Jess Hilarious had came out. Basically, there was someone who I think we talked about this before when somebody was trying to say that bio women don't own the rights to periods or something. It was an attack on real women. So basically, Jess Hilarious came out and said she said this.
Who the is gonna stand up for us? Who the stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never, ever get.
Hey, she was pretty adamant with that one, right?
She's very serious with that. So so what are your guys' 3 cents on what you just heard? And then we'll play more of what Flame had to say too. But I want to get your guys' feedback on why does it feel like there's an attack on bio women? Why are they trying to erase what is real versus, I guess what you feel? So we're gonna start with the ladies first.
Hey, everybody.
What up, T?
Queen D.
Hey.
Go ahead. You set it off. You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I agree with her. I agree with Jess because at the end of the day, it's when you go pee, it's gonna tell you what you are. No matter how much you try, it's not gonna matter. You can change all you want. Now, if you want to go get your surgeries and do all this and mess your body up and possibly die, that's your prerogative. I don't care who dresses up in a costume. That has nothing to do with me. You can dress up all day, Halloween, and all year long, but that's just what it is. I'm not hating on anybody. I don't discriminate. I'm just saying when we come down to it, and it's not an attack. I don't know why all of a sudden, and older gay people in the older generation, they're always saying, even when we were on here, they even said, no, that's this new generation coming out that feels like they're being attacked. They're not being respected. They're the main ones that's crying and saying all this other stuff, and it's not even about that. We don't care what you do, what you want to be, whatever. But you ain't being attacked. I don't see attack at all. You are who you are, and that's just what it is. And I don't care about these damn pronouns or whatever they're trying to say. It is what it is. And before anybody got something to say, my inbox is closed, and I have family members that are gay, and they got their own spouses that are, the same sex. And I would tell them the same damn thing. That's all I got to say.
Well, Queen D's back in the building after
I'm
a few
back.
weeks of hiatus.
I don't have so
You
much
can't
going
blow off your
on.
inbox though. We just told them to get off where they was mad at. You gonna talk about your inbox is closed? No.
It ain't really closed. I just don't check it.
Okay.
But they can call me. Call me though. You don't want to mess with me right now. I got too much going on. So, but anyways, moving on.
All right, so we're gonna go to Indeezy. Let's try this again.
I mean, I'm gonna try.
I can hear a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's back to echoing. Mic check. Hey, Thackeray, inboxes aren't.
What they say?
Oh, we got you low. I'm not sure what's going on. Are you on your computer or on your phone?
I'm on my phone.
Okay. Well, Let's try to figure it out real quick.
Does she
Uh,
have earpieces in too? Her earbuds?
no, not yet. Adoration. What are your thoughts? Unmute yourself, please.
Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I said no. I agree with D. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
do think that women are getting annoyed and upset because the thing is, like, both men and women, we have our different struggles. But when someone else comes and says, like, I'm you and I have these struggles too,
Mm-hmm.
it minimizes whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that
Right.
you have. I mean, say we have now trans women or men, you know, given their take on how we should handle periods and how we should handle this, and how do they even know? They don't have that. So it is annoying. And I, respect the
Right.
LGBT community that comes out and speaks about it and be like, this is crazy. And just like Dee said, I have plenty of gay friends. One of my best friends is gay, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't stand for none of that BS. I just don't, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Playing advocate,
so
is it more like a thing where, you know how I like to do. Remember how how you have racists who will say like, well, uh I'm not racist because I have a black friend and I have is it one of those type of things?
Come on. Knock
well,
it
I
off.
think I think
You know
I
he was gonna go there.
hmm
Knock it
but
off.
Mm-mm.
in a way though, to be fair, I think it kind of is, but I think it's different because I think having a black friend or a white friend or an Asian friend is different than having a gay friend, because when we talk about LGBT community, we talk about debating a moral standard, right? So me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I don't agree with LGBTQ. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not saying like I have an Asian friend, I don't agree with being Asian. That's different. I don't agree with that personally. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't mind people doing what they do. Everybody do what you do, right? But at the same time, when it comes to encroaching on what other people do or being mad because you're not included in something that you're just not, then that's where I can understand the line being drawn, and I'm not mad that both the lady and the trans guy drew the line there. It makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Even my gay friends draw the line there. Like, they're like, "What is
Mm-hmm.
this? This is crazy." Having a sexual preference and trying to be what you're not are two totally different roads in the woods. I mean, doing what you want and then trying to stop other people from being who they are so that you can fit in is just, that's whack.
I feel it.
That's
Right.
whack.
Letitia, welcome, welcome. So what are your 3 cents?
My 3 cent. I agree with the ladies. There's a line that has been crossed. I'm all for the LGBT plus community. I am. I have family members, all that, and I love them all the same. But when it comes to like you understanding what 100% woman goes through, you don't. Each of us have our own struggles. Like I can't sit here and be like, I understand what a trans woman goes through with the discrimination and all that stuff. I can't because I'm not a trans woman. But you can't sit here and be like, try to, like they said, try to tell us how to deal with periods, how to deal with, our hormones when we become emotional. Like anything that's tied to a woman that's 100% woman, they will never understand. So I'm with them with that one. I'm definitely with that one. Now, as far as the pronouns go, like however you feel comfortable is how you feel comfortable. That's just me. And I will respect you as long as I'm getting respect as well. So if you want to be called your pronoun, just let me know what your pronoun is and I will do it. It's all out of respect. But when you cross that line again to where, you know, trans women have periods, no, you don't. You don't. Your genetics underneath the skin is not the same as ours. You don't have a womb. You don't have a uterus. You will never understand what we go through when we go through that special time of the month, pregnancy. You will not understand that. And to just down us because we are not equal in that way, I don't like that. It's the whole discrimination part about it I don't like. Otherwise, I will respect you. I'm for you. Like the lady said too. I respect your choice. But when it comes to just coming after us, real women, when we tell you you can't understand that part of the struggle, don't get mad at
Respect
us when
us.
you can. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Respect that.
Because trust me, they can have my period.
I'm
So they ain't
saying.
gonna want
Right?
it. That's
So
another
my
two,
my
three hundred
question would be
dollars.
for you ladies is
Okay.
I wish we knew a
That was a
transgender
real woman answer right there.
right
Not right,
That
yes.
was
because
a real
If you if
woman. You can have the period if you want it.
if you want
Listen,
if I can
if
box
you're
it up and
begging
give it
for
to
a
you with a
period,
red
you're
bow,
not a woman. Trust me. If you're
And the
talking about I want
trust
a
cost,
that.
period,
you know what I'm
you're not a
saying? Buying
woman.
the
Hmm.
tampons, buying the
Right.
cleansing. I mean, come
Listen,
on,
Right.
really?
Heating pads. And it's not just cramps. Like sometimes it's nausea. Like it's a bunch of stuff that go with it that you really don't want.
mm-hmm.
You
Sure
don't
don't.
want it. Trust it. Just go
Or
ahead
they
and live your truth, but you don't want the period and that stuff. You don't want
like
it.
don't. Like don't.
Mm-mm.
They could have it.
so my thing is so why would somebody want that? You know, as a man, I love y'all for everything that y'all go through, but I can never, man. Like I don't understand like why. That's the bigger question I would ask is why.
Well, because you're
Well, if you would
straight,
need to,
so it doesn't, it
yeah,
don't affect you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think like
yeah. I
that.
was gonna say you right. I was gonna say you need to get you a trans woman on here and ask that question
Yeah. We can't
because
answer
we
that,
can't answer
bro.
it.
I
So if there's somebody in
I
the audience that is and want to answer that question, feel free because we
Hmm.
can't answer it for you.
And I would
Right.
probably
right.
say that, like, I feel like if you're a man and your goal is to want to be a woman, you have no idea what period means. You think period's like this thing to flaunt on the internet and be like, oh my God, girl, today I had my cramps and it looks cool and,
Hmm.
trendy because you will never feel that pain. We know
Never.
what it's like because we feel that pain. It's like, oh, here comes my time of the month. It's like, oh my God, my whole life
Hmm.
is going to shut
Don't
down for
nothing
the next
fit,
couple of days.
sweating.
I used to tell my
Hmm.
ex, I
Bloating.
can't see you for the next couple of days. He was
Yeah,
like, why? I'm
you.
it's coming.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, I don't want
My
to
Right.
see
You
you.
don't
attitude,
even
you
want.
think
You
it's
don't even
bad
want your
now?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
You
Yeah,
think
I'm
my
Trying to
attitude
be,
bad now?
but wait, you trying to be cute and everything, and then the new dude you dating, you can't go because you're on your period, and you never know.
Jesus
Gas
Christ.
come out,
No, no,
that's a
no.
whole other type of gas smell.
Okay, tell
You
him,
don't want
E.
Wow.
that.
Tell him.
Listen,
Tell him.
listen.
So
It's
trust
evil. It
me.
is evil. It's
You
horrible. It's
don't.
You
Well,
don't
disgusting.
know blood. You don't understand no blood clot. You don't understand
none of
none
that
of
Listen,
that.
stuff.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
over
Damn
here
So,
Eve.
sweating. Hold on.
Damn
Exactly.
So
Eve.
so
Eve should have left
Indeezy,
that fruit alone.
I love you, right? I love you, but I think your phone is a charger phone because you got us echoing all them bolts no charger. You may need to take that back to Qualcomm.
plug it
No,
into a
so
headset if you can.
huh?
Oh no, well, I had my earphones on the first time when they said it was doing. I don't
Oh.
know.
Right. Well, so what we'll do because again, I love you, I love your commentary, but after today, we'll
Hmm.
we'll have a practice session and we'll try to figure out what's going on. But drop your 3 cent real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want the echo. I love you
Oh, it's
though.
cool. I don't. Yeah, it's all good. Y'all just do y'all. If
No.
it's echoing, it's echoing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's all good.
No. Well, I like your commentary. So
Hmm.
drop some for us real quick. Drop a couple of bars.
I mean, the only thing I can really say is I agree with the ladies, and for me, it's the audacity. I'm sorry, but you're not a woman. You'll never be a woman, and that's just where I am with it. I have zero sympathy, zero,
Yes.
because I'm not even about to entertain that shit. Sorry.
Hmm.
You see why I
I'm
love your
just not
commentary?
with it. I'm sorry. It's
You
just
keep it all the
Mm-hmm.
way funky.
But let
yeah.
me
I love
ask
that
you,
shit, and I was like,
DZ.
on to the next because
Let me
y'all don't
ask you
have
this,
to.
DZ.
Huh.
So when you hear the word attack, do you think that is appropriate?
What, that we're attacking them?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. How the hell you gonna say that we attacking y'all for
Right.
defending our femininity? Screw y'all.
Hmm.
Period.
I
Period.
bet y'all heard that.
Defend the fact that I'm a woman, and that's the
Period.
Hmm.
bottom line. That is the
I
Right.
bottom line, and I will
I
not.
And I think that's where they messed up at. Fine
Right.
and dandy, you're transgender woman, and and you feel deep inside that you should have been born a woman instead of a man. I get that. But coming for us like that, that's where the problem lies.
Yeah, and I agree because
Right.
you can do you. You don't hear. I don't come for transgender women because
Right.
honestly, I don't care what y'all do. I mean, it ain't
Right.
my business. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care. But what you're not
Right.
gonna do is try to have me defend the fact that I'm a natural born woman, and that's it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
That we're
Love
less
it.
than.
Love it.
Yeah, we shouldn't even. It shouldn't even be that way. It
period.
Why is
really
it
should not even be that way.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play with the full thing of what Flame Monroe said, and I want to get you guys 3 cents before we move on to Jeezy. So we're gonna play the clip. And Jeezy, I appreciate you. We're gonna come back. We're gonna circle back, like I say, either later on today or tomorrow. We're gonna figure this out because I love your commentary because you keep it all the way funky. So just stay here in the comments, cut up in the comments, but we're gonna figure you out. We're gonna get you right, even if I gotta send you an Obama phone as opposed to that whack ass charger phone.
But we can hear her. You
But
can hear that
but
good? I can
It's
hear her.
but
echoing.
still, because
Oh.
It's
third
mad
though, you
echo.
can she can
I didn't
mute
hear it.
until she's ready to talk,
I,
and then she talks, and then
Yeah,
she
that's what
it's
yeah.
it's
not
got to be.
echoing.
Like
Mm-hmm.
if she's not talking and she mutes, everything's fine. And
All right,
then
bet.
when she is
I
talking,
know.
there's no echo. It's just she's
Okay, bet.
blank.
But
We'll
I
when she
heard
talks.
her. But wait, I heard her clear with no echo
Right.
when she
Me
spoke.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying.
So it's weird.
When she's just talking, yeah, there's no echo. But
Mm-hmm.
But when we're talking, when we're
she's
talking
off
with her, we
mute
hear it.
and she's
Okay.
not
Right.
talking, yeah, it's echoing.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
when she
Right.
just
talks,
So
we'll
stick
just
around.
hey when she talks, we'll just mute.
What's the problem?
Okay.
See, God
We'll
don't like
work with you.
ugly, like a team.
We'll work
But
with
hold
you.
on. So go ahead, and mute real quick, Nikia, and we're gonna play what Flame had to say.
Wow. Hey, Jess. That was a personal attack on the trans woman who said that periods do not belong to women. With everything that Jess said, I'm standing with Jess because that was not a personal attack at me as a trans woman. That was not a personal attack to the trans community. That was a personal attack to the same one trans woman who put that BS out to say that Jess just shut her down. And what Jess said about women standing together is absolutely true. Because here's the thing for me, and the trans culture, the younger trans that don't think like me or speak like me come after me all the time. But we live in America, which is a very sexist country. A lot of these trans women have now crossed over to identify as trans women, or they started off gay men or whatever they were, and now they're trans women. They want to identify as women, but they brought that same sexist rhetoric with them to the transhood, like you're going to discriminate a woman. A woman is the blueprint. I am a female impersonator. I'm speaking for me. I'm not speaking for the bitches that don't know what they are. The bitches that don't know what they are, I got 2 words for you. Go pee. You will always remember exactly what you are. I'm not going to discredit a woman. Women are the blueprint. I learned how to be a woman watching a woman, not watching a man. And when we give them that respect back, because what makes a biological woman special as a biological woman is the exact opposite that makes me special as a trans woman. When we give that respect around like a boomerang, the world will be clear, but they're not. So I didn't go after Jess. I didn't take that person. I knew who she was talking to because the girl should have never said that ridiculous shit. Even if you get an SRS surgery,
what she's
pad.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I met Flame Monroe during the taping of Kimberly Elise. No, it was Kimberly Elise was a guest on the show by Tammy Mack. On it was like Fox Late Night or something like that. And I had a lot of respect for Flame because although Flame may not be a real woman, I think Flame walks around in the authenticity and keeps it really, really buck with situations, especially situations when it comes to trans, when it comes to gays, when it comes to Black Lives Matter. He has a lot to really say, and he keeps it all the way funky. So I give him a credit for being authentic, true to himself. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's imitating a woman per se, but he stays true to himself. He knows what he is, but he chooses to live his life as such, which I give him an authentic card.
I 100% agree. Like I said, the only problem I had, and like she said, it was an attack on that one person that said it. So anybody who has those same views as that one person that was attacked, that's where the issue lies. Other than that, respect is given. We'll give you the respect, and if we get the respect too, don't come for us about something that we were born to have, and we didn't have no choice in having, and being like
Right.
it don't belong to us, but it does belong to us. Like we have them, you don't. So
Right.
don't sit there and come for us when we didn't come for you. We didn't come for you.
Mm-hmm.
None of us come for you. I respect everybody. I do. However you choose to live your life, it's how you choose to live your life. Like I said, I will call you she. I will call you them, they, whatever the case may be. But don't come for me because you're gonna get the same attitude that I give straight people or lesbians or whatever. Don't get mad when you threw out that heat and it's coming back. Don't get mad.
Word to Big Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody else have anything to add to that?
I mean,
I,
listen, I
I think
agree
what needed to be said has been said.
with
I don't want
the
to touch this one.
We all on the
with
same
the
page.
Flame said was so right on for me. I love when Flame was like, "Look, we need to get that same. What makes women special as women is what makes what the trans whatever special as who they are, because
Mm-hmm.
the point of the word trans is that you transition or you are basically made up yourself like you were
You're a
a lady or
transformer.
made up
Yeah.
yourself like
Yeah.
exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
how now are you saying this is trans and then you're saying no, this is what it is? It doesn't make any sense. But I heard one guy online, he said, if you're saying that this little kid is, let's say this little boy is a woman, he's like, then why do you have to start pumping hormones in him? If he's a woman and that's his truth and that's it,
You know
then
what?
why
You know
are
what?
we even
Actually,
having, what are you
I
doing?
got
We
that
got that
clip. I
clip.
got
No,
the clip. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold
yeah,
your
run
horses,
that.
adoration. I got it right here.
You
I'm
have to
sorry.
give them hormones to make them more of a girl. Because I'm sorry. Can you expand on the question? It's a simple question. If you say that the child thinks it's a girl, so you're going to give the child hormones. If the child thinks it's a girl, let it be a girl. Why are you adding hormones? If you're shooting hormones into a child and you're affecting the child's development, you're saying that's not a choice. That's nonsense. Of course it's a choice. You're choosing to chemically change this child's body. You're choosing to inject things into this child's body on a regular basis that are going to radically affect the physical development of their body. And you're saying that this isn't a choice. Well, it's definitely a choice to do that. Why?
His face was priceless.
It was priceless,
So
though.
sick.
The face
It was on the
priceless.
floor.
It sounded all good in theory. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because I think what
that's where
happens
they.
is.
On the question.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nikki.
No, I'm just saying he sounded ridiculous. You see, elaborate on what question? It was plain as day.
Preach.
Plain as day. You know what I mean? But that's why I can't even engage in that foolishness. You know what I mean? I can't. Like that's he was befuddled that he was asked that question. Like, how dare you? Like, that's real talk. You're chemically altering that child. That's what you're doing. And I don't understand. And what I'm sorry, to me, that's not okay. It is what it is. It's not okay.
I 100% agree. But my thing is like we live in the thing to where now people want to take. It's like Jedi mind trick. They want to take what we know to be real, what we know to be true, and they want to tell us that no, it's not true, it's not real. They want to alter everything within life, and that's the part that I just don't understand and I don't get. My thing is if it's this, then you call it that. You know what I'm saying? Why do I have to sit up there and put up blinders and act like I got to pretend like this is such and such and such and such? But at the end of the day, I do have a transgender friend, and I got mad love for this person, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think what gives me that love for that person is because that person keeps it real. Try to put on no blinders saying like, hey, this is what don't try to sell me no fairy tale. It keeps it a buck. And I think I respect the real within a person. If you can keep it all the way a buck, then I don't think we have a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where I draw the line with the whole community. When we start messing with kids and we start indoctrinating kids with this type of information and kind of forcing it upon them, like somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but like we didn't take like sex ed to like middle school, right?
Correct.
Right. I didn't have it till
maybe
middle
like
school.
freshman year at the latest or somewhere we were already teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Like mid teenagers, and now you're trying to tell me that a second grader decided that they want to be another gender, and then my child has to deal with the confusion of that and address them as such at 5 or 6 years old, and deal with that whole mockery of nonsense in their 5 year old brain. You know what I'm saying? Like that part don't make no sense to me. Like I can't participate with that. Now, if grow and you able to make your own decisions, whatever case, whatever age that may be, 15, 16, 18, whatever, when you cognizant enough to make that type of decision. But
Mhm.
when you force that type of lifestyle on my children and also me as a parent, because now my son got to come home and ask me all these questions about little Johnny that y'all want him to call Judy, and my son is not retarded, and he can clearly see that Johnny is a boy, and you telling my son to call Johnny Judy in
Yes.
kindergarten, first grade. Now I got a whole list of things I got to go through to educate him without making him a bigot, so that y'all can say that my son is a problem at the school because he doesn't want to call Johnny Judy. Like it's a setup. Like let's not do that.
Right.
Don't force your lifestyle upon the world and just say we have to accept it. You know what I mean? That's my only problem with the whole thing. Like when you start to impose your fantasy and will upon me, and then now it affects my life, then we got a problem. Now, what you do behind closed doors at your house, even out in public, as long as you ain't bringing it to me, I could care less. You can wear all the red bottoms and skirts and all that. You can do whatever you want to. Just don't come over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come over here with it. I'm not finna deal with it. And I don't think children should have to deal with that at an age where they're so vulnerable and they don't know the difference between, you know, these different sexes. And now we got a whole jumbo coalition of terms that we got to teach them outside of their ABCs and math problems to learn to deal with people who are confused with their children.
Right.
Because you can't tell me no in the world, your child come to you at 5 or 6 years old and say, I want to cut my penis off and be a girl. It just doesn't happen. I've been a parent a couple times over. Just saying. Hasn't happened to me yet. I got 6. Not one time did they come and say, "Oh, I just want to be the opposite sex." It's never happened. That's all I'm saying.
True.
Go ahead, man.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
Just saying.
Facts.
It's frustrating.
I can't imagine having kids in school in the U.S. Honestly, I could never imagine. It'd be a nightmare.
All right. So,
Well, why would you say that?
No, she with Jeezy talking. I can't hear her.
They want to implement that into school, but you guys want to try to erase what's happened in our history, but you're fighting hard to implement that into schools. That's crazy to me. How you can, I'm with Quez on that. These are young minds, and you want to take away history, but you want to slam this into their heads, and that shit is not cool with children. Children are impressionable. It ain't cool. They're not even mentally capable of making those type of decisions at that age. I'm a parent as well. I mean, so I don't care how smart your kid is at that age and blah blah blah. They're, we're not doing that. Like that's all parental influence. The kid, no, they're not even. They can't even comprehend those things at that age.
Right.
Word. Oh wow, we lost Quez. So, does anybody have anything else to add before we
I
move
address
Well,
on?
D had asked adoration. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had asked her too why that, but first I want to address the comment that's by, is it Thackeray or what was it? Was something, and he basically was saying or if it's a female,
No,
I don't
that's a
know.
she. That's my cousin. That's my cousin Erica.
Okay, so saying
Exactly.
that would a woman be that cannot bear children, would she be, do we think that they would have the right to speak on, women issues and this and that? I think that that woman could, because she's experiencing conceiving or losing a child, or even
Yeah.
still the period situations, all things, emotions that go on in a woman's body,
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
the gynecologist, because don't no
Mm-hmm.
man go to an OBGYN.
Nope.
So, and there's tests that are ran on women certain ways, and getting fingers up in there like this, So I think
All
that she
that.
can still speak
Mm-hmm.
on, women's
Agreed.
issues as well. She can still be offended by it as well, even if she can't bear children.
At the
Right.
end
She
of the
still
day,
has
she
other
still
things.
exactly. At the end of the day, she was still
Hmm.
born with all the lady
Yeah.
parts. And I'm
Right.
Yep.
speaking as a woman who does not have kids, who has been through issues, even with trying, like, that doesn't take away me not being a woman.
Period.
That
Amen.
doesn't take
Right.
any of that away. I'm still a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
was born 100% woman, so that does not take it away from that.
Amen.
Right.
I did not transition into a woman. I am a woman. I was born a woman. So,
Right.
and
Hear
then my
you
last three
roar.
cent on this, yeah, roar.
Rawr,
And my
rawr.
last 3 cent on this is,
That
at
be
the, in
them
my opinion,
cramps.
at the end, yeah, they don't want that. They really don't want it. At the end of the day, like I said, I respect whatever decision you make. I do.
Right.
I love everybody. I'm a firm believer that you treat others how you want to be treated. I can care
Amen.
less what your sexual orientation is, what you call yourself, whatever. I
That's
respect it as
good.
long as I'm respected. Okay, I have that. I'm good with that. But
That's
as
good.
far as the children go, I 100% agree. That child should not be going through any of those injections or any of that stuff. I don't even care if my
Right.
child came to me and was like, you know what, mommy, I feel like I'm more of a girl, or I'm more this or whatever. We'll discuss it, but I'm not going to be like, okay, let's go to the doctor. Let's get these injections. Let's do that. Because
Amen.
what happens is that child turns 10. The child turns 15 and decides that that's not what they want. You have already started the process. That might be
Yep.
really hard to reverse.
Happened
No,
to a lot of
I'm
people.
with Quez. Let them get older and older where they understand whatever it is they need to understand and go from there. But it's sad also too that we have to have these dialogues, but with the rate of suicide within the community, you need to have these dialogues. You need to still show your
True.
child love. You need to do all of that, because a lot of these suicides is because family members have been like, no, you can't be that way, and I'm not going to respect you. I'm not going to accept you. Then they end up killing themselves. So we need to have these discussions. How early? I don't know. I think it might be as soon as your child brings it up. Maybe that's when you need to start to have the discussions and kind of ease your way through it. But we're not getting away from it. Like, this is not going away. So we're
Don't
going
cut
to
his
have
dick
to
off, Dwayne
eventually,
Wade. Don't cut his dick off,
yes.
dog.
So we're just going to have
Please don't
discussions.
worry
And
about
you
it.
are so weird, I swear. I'm trying to be serious.
But anyway,
And
so again, so we're gonna go ahead and put this to bed. Shout out to Flame Monroe for keeping it a buck. We got to move on. I think we spent a little bit too much time on this one. You know what I mean? But again, what's real versus what you
but you
feel. So
brought four
shout
women
out.
on here.
No, hey, one thing I want to shout out and acknowledge is that we have a house full of women, and I love it. I love the representation. Y'all are holding it down. Beautiful, strong black women. That's what we're about in here. I love that. I love it. So
Where's Melvin at?
he's
Oh,
in
In
the
the
He
comments
might be
right
in the
comments.
now.
comment. Oh, there he go. He in the comments.
where? Oh, I
Melvin
can't even
says,
see the
"Damn, I haven't
comments.
seen so many black on the screen since the BLM marches in 2020."
He's
He
in
need
the
to quit
Man,
building,
chasing
y'all.
toes.
all
He
right.
need to quit chasing toes and come on.
Right.
All right, so yeah, so the next thing we're gonna segue into, and what is real versus what we feel. Rapper Jeezy has been in the news lately with his interviews with Nia Long, and he's talking about his divorce and his traumas coming up. Which again, I would love to unpack some of the stuff that he's talked about as far as what he grew up in. It's really mind blowing to me. I didn't know, but one of the things that caught headlines. And I don't know if it was cap or if it was truth. Or are we
Oh
changing
yeah,
the
puberty.
narrative, or are we running away from accountability? He made the claim that said that realness don't cheat. We will play the clip right here.
Real
Yeah.
niggas don't cheat. You don't think so?
Hell no.
I kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
They do not.
I understand what you mean when you say
it's
that.
something in us that makes us want to be right.
Melvin
So-
just went cap.
We will play this one more time. We gotta let. I need my dogs to get in the house. You know,
Real niggas don't cheat.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
I kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
They do not.
I understand what you mean when you
It's
say that.
something in us that makes us want to be right.
So now
Y'all got that reputation.
You said what?
I said y'all got a bad reputation. That's what I
Who got a bad reputation?
Rappers.
So
No,
obviously, so my
Men.
mind raced to thinking, okay, so is this cap or is this true? Because there's been known black men who have cheated, known men who have cheated. But I think what he's trying to I think he's trying to change the narrative of saying like, hey, well, if you're a real one, then you're not going to cheat. But I don't know. So I want us to have an open, honest dialogue about cheating, what it means to actually have those thoughts. Is there fact? Is it fiction? Is there what? So I'm gonna start off with the other man on the panel right now. Quez, how are you doing?
No, I'm just messing. I'm just messing with you. No, I think his the way he voiced it was probably not well thought out. But I understand what he's trying to say. Just kind of like Nia Long said, like I kind of hear you, and I kind of hear you. I think what his real point is that men in healthy relationships, or even just healthy men in general, don't cheat.
Amen.
You know, because we're able to communicate and have conversations about what's affecting us, and you know what we're going through, what we're unhappy with, what we need from you as an individual. And a healthy man, instead of cheating, will walk away 9 times out of 10. You know, now 20-year-old me may have had a different answer, but me at 40, you know what I'm saying? After some growing and some healing and some dealing with myself, yeah, I can honestly say, like, if I'm a cheat, I might as well just not be with you.
Right.
Because if I feel that strongly, you know, to just go out there and get something else, why are you here? I don't really need you here if I feel like you aren't enough to satisfy whatever cravings or whatever the case may be, or if I feel like you don't complete what I have going on, not the why are you here kind of, you know, like you ain't nobody, but like if we're not compatible anymore, or you know, there's a lot that goes into a relationship. So to get the cheating, it takes a whole lot of steps. That's just how I feel. It takes a whole lot of steps to get the cheating. You don't just wake up in the morning like, you know what? She ain't cooked no bacon this morning. I'm finna go have sex with somebody else, man. Fuck this. I'm tired of this. Like that's not how this works. You know what I'm saying?
And hold on, because we got Melvin in the comments. Melvin, you can jump on any time. Melvin says Michael Jordan is so many people's hero, and that Negro had 8 girlfriends and a wife. He also says, why are we taking moral advice from a drug dealer? Are we really about to go there? People are people. We fall short when we try to put people in categories. Cheryl says, you want to cheat? You deal a boy.
You know what she meant. Cut it out. You're still a boy.
I had to be like, you know, Melvin says it really comes down to how big the pinky toe is, though. There you go.
That's what it's about. So I got cheated on because I had a little pinky toe.
Now, my
wasn't enough there to grasp onto.
now, see, my thing is, it's like I think I don't know. When it comes to cheating, I think it's a thing between greed. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not satisfied with what your girl's getting you, or it might be like a game or something. It may be a thing to even just stroke your ego. So I think that's why some men cheat or they get put in that predicament. I know, like the only time that I've cheated was when I was trying to actually get back at an ex girlfriend, because she cheated on me. So I'm like, all right, well, two can play that game. Me moving like the sag that I am, I'm like, all right, well, cool. I'm gonna do me too. At the end of the day, it didn't really do anything but make me feel worse. Like Quest said, why am I here? I mean, what's the whole point? What are we doing together then? So, and then from that day on, we broke up, but I chose to remain single and just have friends and just date. So I'd never be put in that predicament of actually having to cheat, because I do feel what Quez is saying and what Jeezy is saying. And if you got to sit up there and lie, sneak around, be conniving, then yeah, you're not moving as a man. You're moving as a boy. Real men don't have to sit up there and lie. They don't have to be deceiving. And so yeah, I would never want to be put in a predicament to where I had to lie. So I would just always be truthful and just keep it a buck. But I think, if people aren't really necessarily like, true to themselves, they can't be true to somebody else. So, ladies, how do you guys feel about what Jeezy has said?
I mean, listen, I'll be honest. I agree. Now, the reason why the first time when I heard it, I was like, it's because he said real niggas don't cheat. And I'm like, well, what so long has been termed as a real nigga is not what has been anything good, not in my opinion. You know what I mean? We talking about gangsters and people who shoot and this and that. So, maybe the term that he used was kind of like throwing everybody off. It kind of threw me off too, because I'm like, wait a minute. You talking about the gangster rappers who talk about, sleeping with 100 girls at a time? Or are we talking about real good men? And there's a difference between good men and what we look up to in society. There's a difference between good woman and the Cardi B or Nicki Minaj songs that we sing and call her a G. She might be a G, she might be this or that, but we don't. That's not a good woman, and that's not a good man. So that's what kind of threw me off when he said it the first time, because I heard it on your story and I was like, wait, what kind of people is he talking about? He's talking about a good man. Now, a good man with character. Yes, good men with character don't cheat, because cheating is lying. It's breaking a vow that you set. I mean, like I always tell guys, because I live here in Dubai right now. And so there'll be the guys like, oh, what about people who have multiple wives? Like they can have up to 4 wives. I'm like, well, whatever your agreement is, that's your agreement. I know ladies in some areas that have multiple husbands. That's your agreement. That's your agreement. But whatever your agreement is your agreement. And I tell these guys, you can have 3 wives, 4 wives, and still be a cheater. In fact, we had this discussion at the basketball court, because I love to go watch basketball. And these 2 brothers sitting on the ground trying to defend cheating. And I'm like, but even if you have 5 wives, 10 wives, you can still cheat and break the covenant that you made. Now, if your covenant's not that, your covenant's not that. But if that's your covenant, yes, you lack character when you step outside of that. Whatever you agree to, when you step outside of that, you lack character. And I tell them, this is how I know you lack character. Because if I tell you, okay, fine, one of your wives did it. Whoa! I told them exactly. That's when you know you lack character. When somebody else, when you can do it, and excuse, but when somebody else does it to you, then all of a sudden, Jada has an entanglement, and the whole world's up in flames. But Michael Jordan had 8 entanglements with a wife.
I think it's just kind of like the moral compass of a woman. You know what I'm saying? Will,
it's the integrity.
Will, how you doing, brother? You gotta unmute yourself, bro.
I am.
All right, here we go. More
on. Hey. Perfect timing, everybody. Happy Friday to everybody.
Happy Friday.
Thank you. Let me chime in real quick. And I'm gonna be politically correct, because I prayed all day about this subject, and I said I'm not gonna do no talking about that.
Let me mute myself.
Let's hear you.
Everybody mute.
I think that whenever we have this subject and we talk about cheating and we talk about commitments and things like that, I think that most people are very one-sided when it comes to their interpretation and their perception of it. Guys would always talk about what their girl doesn't do, so I'm gonna go get it somewhere else, and vice versa. The girl's gonna say, well, you ain't been faithful. But why? I know from personal experience that with many of my boys, with me myself and my relationships that I've had over the years, it's been many a nights in which that same commitment in which we say that we don't have or we get blamed for not having, that same commitment led me to lay in a bed that was cold, not being able to touch the one that I wanted to hold. Oh, I rhymed on purpose, man. And we have to eat that. Not being able to talk, not being able to have freedom, not being able to be embraced, to feel secure, but we still have to stay. We still have to, we have to fulfill our obligations as a man. And so we get little to no credit as men, in relationships. And I've talked to a lot of my friends on both sides because I talk to a lot of couples. I mean, most girlfriends, fiancés, and wives aren't doing anything special for that man that is there with them every day, 10, 15 years of their life, good, bad, and different. If a person chooses you every day, that's special. But what we get as men, more rules, you better not mess up. You're going to be back in the doghouse. So it's kind of like a give and take. But a lot of times it seems like the giving part, a sacrificing part, because we as men, for the most part, we don't vocalize a lot of stuff that we have to endure. We just eat it because it's what we need to do. It gets to a point to where it's like, okay, if I can't get it from here, I'm gonna get it from somewhere else. Is that fair?
So
go ahead.
So I want the ladies to unpack on what you just said.
Right. So I mean, here's my question for God, because I hear this thing a lot, and I said that based on statistics, married women are the most unhappy group of people. If you talk to women, emotional support, a lot of complaints. My thing is to men, could you justify, because you talk about not being heard in a relationship, could you justify women taking the same approach to relationships that men take, rather than sitting there unhappy, eating ice cream, crying about it, talking to their girls about it? Could you justify them just cheating and saying, I just was unhappy, do better? Could that be justified on a woman's side? That's my question. You think it could?
That's the thing. So back in my heyday, I've known plenty of women who would sit up there and have boyfriends and have husbands, and they was cheating, and they would use the excuse, well, he's not giving me what I need. He's not giving me the emotional support. Or sometimes it's like they feel like they're getting back or whatever. It's one of those things. So just as much as they put the notion out there that men cheat, there are a lot of women who are out there cheating, and there are women who actually cheat just for the sport of it.
Mm-hmm. But my question is, though, because if a woman cheats, I'm not gonna sit up there and justify it. My question is, because when I hear from men, whenever I speak to men about this, we have this discussion at the basketball court, they're always trying to justify it. There's a reason. But when I speak to women, I'll be honest, majority not trying to justify it. My question is, why are we trying to figure out how to justify it? That's my only thing. We're talking about, do real men cheat? But why when it comes to men, I'm asking the men on the panel, why is it always trying to be justified? Is it because it's normalized? I do understand that it's normalized from other men, but why is it always trying to be justified when it's coming from men? That's my question. I'm a mute.
Let me chime in real quick. I don't like justification, because that's like giving an excuse. I deal with like real life situations. If you're unhappy, it's your responsibility for you to be happy. If you have a deficiency and a need, I think that your first responsibility would be to go to your partner. But if your partner is either unwilling or unable to take care of it, then you can go take care of it yourself. I have a different mindset. I'm not a conservative type thinker, so I really do feel like finding alternative solutions is okay, because at the end of the day, relationships are about the stability and the longevity of it. And if that means that you need to go find you a friend for a couple of days so that you won't feel as lonely or something like that, it's up to you. What's your give and take? Are you in a relationship to stay, to make it work? Or are you in a relationship just to get what you want? And I think a lot of people are selfish when it comes to relationships. It's all about what they want, and when they unhappy, they ready to go. And that's why relationships don't work for the most part. So it's like, why not cheat? You ain't here to stay anyway. You're not about me, so why not?
Wouldn't it make more sense to just leave?
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. Like, if you are not happy, yeah, I was too. And if you are not happy, like, why would you cheat? Like, you want to go experience other things, but you don't want your girl to go, or you don't want your man to leave. Ain't that selfish?
That sounds selfish.
I don't want to be with you, but I don't want you to go nowhere. So I'm gonna go cheat.
There you go.
And then you're gonna be home when I get home.
There you go. There you go.
No.
Listen,
If
I
you
said
don't,
this to my ex. I said this to my ex because after he broke up, he decided to become a cheater. He was cheating on his new girlfriend. And I said, listen, you're not in a relationship. You're lying. You're acting. You're an actor. You're not in a relationship. You're not experiencing the relationship. You think you're working through it and making it work. You're not making it work. You are cheating. Cheating is like you're playing a game and you think you won, but you didn't win because you cheated. That's not a game. You didn't experience the game. You didn't work hard. That's not working through a relationship. Cheating is not working through a relationship.
No,
cheating
it really
is lying,
isn't.
acting like you work through a relationship. That's why when the cheating comes out and it all comes, then it comes boiling, it comes crashing down. Oh my God, why'd you ruin the family and leave? There is no relationship. The relationship is broken. When you cheat in a game, you forfeited making it to the end.
Hold on.
Because I've said that we're so focused these days on longevity rather than actually having a good, healthy relationship. Cheating is not just going out in the relationship. Cheating is lying. See, now there's people who have open relationships. If that's going to be your thing, sit down and talk about it. Do you? But when you start lying to your partner, shucking, jiving, that's cheating. That's not a relationship anymore. You think you're in a relationship. You're acting like you're in a relationship. You're sporting to everybody like you're in a relationship.
Thackeray says, but y'all are talking about people in relationships or married folks because there's a big difference.
No, there's not. There's not.
Break it down.
I think once you make that commitment, once you're like, I'm with you and you are with me.
Yeah, please stop that.
It's done. Like, it's the same thing to me. It's just not on paper. That's how I'm committed to you.
Stop, as a community, we have to stop pretending like having a girlfriend and a boyfriend and having a husband and a wife are two different things. That, you know, maybe
but it is, though.
Theory wise, it's not. Yeah. Because if you're dating somebody that you don't intend to marry, you're already wasting your damn time.
Yeah, right.
But isn't that the whole point of dating is to try to figure out if you're going to, you know?
So cheating is okay in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Tell Cliff. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're not talking about just hanging out, kicking it. We're talking about if you are in a relationship,
yes,
all rules apply to you. You're just practicing for the big day. That's really what that is. When you're in a relationship, you are practicing for the game. You know
I'm going to have to interject.
The game starts when you say those vows. That's when the game really starts. But right now, you just warming up. You are practicing. You are setting the tone for what your marriage could and should be. You know, stop acting
very true. But there's a huge.
I don't have to be faithful.
There's a huge difference, though, because at the end of the day, it's called infidelity, where in some states, if you're married, that could be grounds for a divorce. Now, if you're not married and this person is quote unquote cheating on you or whatever, you can leave at any time that you want. You can leave just for the simple fact you may not like the way that they make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You may not like the way that this person's having sex. You have the open option to leave. But once you marry, but once you marry,
I see his point in that. I do see your point in that because once you're married, there's legal ties behind it. Yeah. I get that. But if you're saying, because the question was coming off as, since you're not married, you're just in a relationship, that cheating can almost be like overseen. But once to me is like once you make that commitment that I'm your girl and you are my man, cheating is not like, oh, okay, well, he cheated on me. We're not married, so I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah,
No, to me,
nobody's out
once you
there
make
saying
that commitment to me, once you make that
Hey, if
commitment to
that
me and you
person
cheat
cheats on you
me,
in that relationship, then you have every right to leave.
Yeah.
You
you
know,
have
but
every right
again,
to
so
leave a
once you
marriage
marry,
too.
but once you
You have every
marry,
right to
no,
leave.
because the folks who are married are gonna
She's-
understand this. You know, Quez understand, Tish you understand, Iration you understand, D you're gonna understand because you've seen it.
Don't put me
Once
in
you
that one.
marry, once you marry, it becomes a totally different thing because now children come into play. If there's children, if there's assets, you can't just sit up there and just walk and leave. And especially if we're talking about the whole aspect of being quote unquote religious and making a blood covenant between God, you just don't, and you just can't just pick up and leave. Say, oh, this person's not making me happy. You have to actually sit up there and stay to try to work this out. Now there is leeway for you to leave if this person is cheating on you in a marriage. But if you are not married, there is no obligation, no ties, nothing holding you to this person to where you can cut this person out of your life and find somebody who's actually going to be committed to you. There's a
I
huge
think you can do that in
difference.
marriage too.
Hold on, but hold on, because the initial topic was about is it is cheating okay? Is there a
Right,
Word.
reason why people can cheat? And
right.
so we keep on talking about these ideal situations when we all know, because anybody who's been in a relationship, there's very few relationships where there's 50-50, where each of us is doing our part.
Please
Usually
don't
it's
say
something
that
that she's
word.
not
There's women
doing.
on here who do not like that 50-50 word. It'll be a
I
whole
mean,
nother.
it don't work. It's not real anyway. So it's always something in which, we have to deal with the other person, whether or not they're not emotional enough, intimate enough, whatever it may be, sexual enough, freaky enough, look good enough, etc., 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 etc. Now we put so much stock on being sexually faithful. Don't mess with any other female, but we don't put that much stock as far as I forgot the lady's name who was talking earlier about the health of the relationships, the health of your partner. I don't see that ever, to where the partner and the spouse is like, what can I do to make you as happy as possible? I love you, I adore you. How can I be better for you? It's always, you're not doing this, I'm upset, I want this, I don't like this ain't cool to me, I'm unhappy. Hell, y'all
You should
both
come
unhappy
down
after a
to the
while.
Miller Ranch.
So it's like, what I'm saying, if we're gonna talk about cheating and be honest about it, we have to talk about both sides. It's one thing to cheat if they doing everything they supposed to do. That's stupid. But if that person is unhappy and staying because you love somebody, you're gonna stay. Statistically, guys stay longer anyway. We're more loyal in a relationship. We don't want to leave.
Tell my ex
But
So two picking that real quick. Two picking that, Will. Two pick. Can we? I hear some
9
shits and giggles
years.
around here.
No.
Yeah.
So
No, but
Yeah.
no. So basically, so what we had talked about before on the previous Facebook Live was we talked about one of the things. Shout out to my cousin Greg. Saying he was talking about resentment, because that's one thing that does occur within marriages, especially if you're not having open communication or if you have uncommunicated expectations of your partner. There are certain things that you will grow with, that will grow, and then one of them is resentment. And you like, hey, well, I'm over here busting my butt to do X, Y, and Z. Funny you spoke about the 50-50, because there's women in our comment section or who are watching who hate that term 50-50. They believe that things are traditional and blah, 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 blah. But then you have one person who, like, my cousin Greg, who's busting his balls, doing everything to work. And he's asking, well, how come I don't get no type of help? Like, everything is falling back on me, and there's a growing resentment. And that's the thing that people don't want to sit up there and they don't want to look at, is the resentment. I think a lot of people have this fantasized notion about what it means to actually be in a relationship, the white picket fences, and you're going to walk into the sunset and everything's all hunky-dory. But there's real ish that does occur within marriages that people neglect to talk about. And then when it happens in your own marriage or your own relationship, if you want to go, then all of a sudden it becomes detrimental because you weren't prepared, which is why we're having these conversations now. So, if we're talking about, real niggas don't cheat, then we need to have an open, honest conversation as to why people cheat. Because again, we can't just put that tag up on men, because I'm telling you, Some of these women, and I'll even go further. Women got game. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, us fellas, guys, Jews, we act like we got game, but nah, these women got 10 times more better game than we do, and they play 10 times better than we ever will. You know what I'm saying?
But here's my thing though. To what
Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm still sitting on the ground.
They cold.
But here's my thing though.
Every day.
Will brought up, he said we got to talk about both sides, and I agree with that. Let's talk about both sides. Real women don't cheat. Okay, good women don't cheat. If I say that, of course, everybody's like, of course, we already know that. But when we say real men don't cheat, oh my God, because everybody got a little cheat in them. Unfortunately, a lot of our generation of men, not just our generation, the generation from a long time ago. Listen, our dads, our granddads, let's just be open and honest. A lot of them cheated. They cheated and they cheat. And we're used to it, so we accept it. It's almost like one of those things where it's like, kids shouldn't be disrespectful or kids shouldn't be bad, but we know that kids are kids. And we have this boys will be boys thing. If I say good women don't cheat, you guys would agree. None of y'all are out there looking for a woman who ever cheated. If she cheated, y'all like, whoa, these girls out here. But if you cheated, you know how it is, man. You know, ladies aren't nice. They're not really making us feel good. And so that's the only thing for me. Whenever cheating is brought up with men, I literally said the other night, we were at the basketball court, all the guys were fighting. I said,
can I say this real quick?
Yeah.
I think a lot of women don't take into consideration that men usually die a silent death with the fact that we may say it once, we might even say it twice, but usually after that, we don't talk anymore. And if you don't notice the signs of the coldness, of the lack of conversation, the lack of, you know what I mean, whatever it may be, a lot of times men die silent deaths. We get into a routine, and it's a harsh routine because it starts to alienate you.
Right.
And it's kind of on purpose.
I know.
Like you said, there's a level of resentment of some men I'm out here doing everything possible to provide for my family and be the best man that I can be. And then I can't get certain simple things, you know, because a lot of times with men it's simple. We're not, don't go buy me I need a new Gucci outfit. We're not doing that. If you date that type of dude, find you another dude. But most men are typically simple, like, you know, I want to come home, the house be clean. You know what I mean? Let me get 30 minutes to myself when I do walk in the door, take a shower, go sit outside or do something. Like, you know what I mean? Our stuff is typically simple. We don't have a whole wide array of range of emotions. So we're kind of light switch on, light switch off. And once we turn that light switch off, it's going to get dark. It's going to get real dark for everybody.
D, I want you to add your 3 cents, D, because you've been a little quiet. Drop your 3 cents, please, D. I'm just glad to have you back on here.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Right.
You already know I'm about to come with some mess.
Come with the mess.
I've been writing notes, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm about to address this shit right now.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes. The first thing about it is, man, please stop that shit, because y'all sit here and say y'all get quiet, y'all do this, but then when you dating, you say you can communicate, you can do that. Open your mouth and say it. If women are saying what they want, and you guys are saying you guys always saying we ain't doing this neither, well then why y'all ain't saying what y'all don't want? Then open your mouth. Closed mouth don't get fed. And you know what? Sometimes y'all get married just because the damn Kool-Aid ain't in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Now it ain't good. Let me tell you this. Most of y'all get married because of lust. It ain't out of, because if you took your time instead of looking at the big booty and a smile, you might understand and you wouldn't have these damn fucking issues. I can cuss on here, right? Because I
You
can't
just
hold
Go
did.
ahead. Go ahead.
You just did.
You
So you
already
can't
did.
have,
You
you
know,
can't
you
have,
ask afterwards.
but you can't have, you won't have all the damn issues you have. You wouldn't have if you took the time to focus off of that ass and off of them breasts and off of that mouth, so pretty. You focus on it and know your mate. Then you can read your mate and know how to communicate and say, hey, let's have a sit down, see where we at. Let's see what's going on. Then you focus on that. A lot of people just get married because of lust. And that's what it is. And that's why they fail in marriages so much. And that's why men
Very true.
and men will cheat. It's just that, okay, and there's different forms of cheating, not just sex. And also, let me tell you this. Now, also, when men cheat, like for Jeezy, I think he lying to sell his book, okay? Real niggas don't cheat, but they make agreements. And they make arrangements. And they get friends. That's what they do. And if they can get a hoe on the side, a bitch that don't mind being a side chick, then it's an agreement. And they can get away with it and a real good nigga can get away with it for a long time. A long time.
Say it.
And the reason why he might step out and do a little bit, he don't want to leave his woman. No, some of them don't want to just leave because you know why? He done built with this one, but he want to freak over here for a second. It's like saying you got apple pie at home, but sometimes you want to go get that peach cobbler. So that's why. So and women can do anything and everything this man won't. Damn near wash his ass.
Yep.
And he can still step out and cheat or have that phone. How that phone go, ladies? Don't it go like this?
Choose better men.
Yeah.
They go just like this.
Choose better men.
So don't play. Don't come on here. We're gonna keep it 100. Let's keep it 100.
Let's keep it 1,000.
Keep it 1,000.
Real quick.
Hold
on.
Because that granddaddy, how many of them granddaddies had other kids and other families, households, otherwhere? You know what I'm saying? So it's everywhere else.
I'm a product of that.
And those
That's
were
what
the
I'm
grandmas
saying.
who said our grandmothers were better. If y'all be like our grandmothers, we would treat you
Right.
better. The grandmothers got cheated up left and right. So come on.
Right.
Come on.
But
And
a
then
lot
to
of times
top
they
on-
just want attention. That's all it is. They just want attention. and when they ain't getting that attention, now let me tell you. Now sometimes there are some women. Now I ain't gonna lie. I've touched on this. That can be a bitch as soon as he walk in the door, and she just want to do this and that. But see, if you're a seasoned woman, and you know how to get it, because I had to go through my 20s and 30s to get it right. So you wait till that nigga get his shower. You let him take his shower. Let that nigga eat. Let his stomach get right. And when he lay his head on that pillow, babe, can we talk for a second? Oh yeah, babe. And if you really want to be a good bitch, keep your hand on his dick for a minute while you talking to him. And go ahead and then let him know what the issues you have that need to be changed. That's how you do it, because you still want to get yours.
That's how you
night.
get their attention, Hundy. That's how you
Exactly.
get their attention.
That's how you do that shit. You don't have to do all this. Don't do all this.
Right.
Be quiet and be nice about it. Let him get comfortable. And then you work, and that's how you can communicate. It don't mean that, he's, and just like for the one that says that he's working a whole lot, and it's like, okay, well, you chose that woman. Go in there and sit down and have a talk with her and tell her, babe, but if you come in there like, we got to talk because your ass ain't doing it. Well, you allowed her to get away with it.
But that's the thing. So what if you have this conversation and they refuse? Because again, there are people who believe that, let's just keep it all the way funky. There's some women who believe that their shit don't stink. They think that they're literally God's gift to a nigga.
Some do,
but
maybe that ain't the one for you. Then that ain't the one for you.
No, so what I'm saying, so for the ones who pretty much had these conversations, like let's just hypothetically say that they do talk and say, hey, this is what I'm feeling, and they refuse to change. Therefore, you get stuck in this predicament, and therefore there goes that growing resentment. There goes that distaste.
Then y'all need to separate for a while, and that's what she got to do. She got to start defending for herself. But let's get back to where you ignored the red flags before you got before you got married. You ignored those red flags. So now that you thought they was gonna go away, now them red flags done blew up to a whole.
Put a toothpick in there real quick, D. Put a toothpick because you just hit on very, 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 very key important thing. Dating, so you can see where the red flags are before you actually walk down the aisle and say I do. So like I think
But dating and
somebody
relationships are two different things. Dating and a
somebody
commitment to a relationship is two different things.
Right.
No,
But
but
you
They're
can
two
relationships.
kind
different.
of see the person you dating. If you already know she like Louis Vuitton and this and that, and she not doing all that much, and she ain't grinding her and helping you, or not even picking up the tab if y'all go out sometime and you date her long enough before you start just jumping into a relationship. You date
To a
her long
relationship.
enough, and you don't see her doing her part as in a date. Then why would you even want to? The
You
shit's
don't
not
move
gonna
no further.
change because now
Right.
But
you
what
know how
about?
she is,
Agreed.
and she
But
give
what
you the
everybody
about?
look.
mute. Everybody mute. Go ahead, Will.
That's true if you're talking about somebody dating. I've been in a relationship. I was married for almost 20 years. Marquez been married over a decade. A lot of times, stuff is good in the beginning. It may be not the best, but it's tolerable. But I heard you say a couple of times, well, if she's like that, then you should have just left her. What happens when, because of life, because of kids, because of age, because of all these other things, that person that you was with at 18, 19, 20 is now someone totally different. Now we have to deal with it, because even when you started talking, the way that Marquez said his piece about not being able to communicate, you came right back and it was just like, well, and it's like a lot of times if we want to say something to you, we got to get that. We gonna get that lip. We gonna get that attitude. We gonna get that sass, and you got to sit there and take it, because we can't go back and talk to y'all the same way y'all talk to us. It'll be a
And
whole
that's
And that's
true.
what
different
I was
problem.
trying to say. That's true. But also too, like how you mentioned earlier, how your girl complain. That is an open door for communication. How
Mm-hmm.
you respond to that will determine how the rest of that conversation goes. Now, if you
And the
matching that
tone.
energy that you don't, yes. And if you matching her energy, even though you don't like it, guess what? Y'all are not going to communicate. It's going to be battle.
Mm-hmm.
And see, and my man know that. Like if I learned, because if I have that energy, he'll be quiet. And at that
Mm-hmm.
point, who else do I have to argue with when he quiet? Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So it changed my the way I come at him. And then we can have a discussion. So if she's coming off right off the bat, kind of see it as an open door to where you hold the ball, you hold the key at that point. How you respond to her and vice versa is how that whole conversation is gonna go. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes y'all have to even respect each other, where if it's gonna be a combat every single time, then maybe y'all need to separate and go to neutral corners for 5 to 10 minutes and then come back. But when you're
Right.
in a relationship or you married, I agree. You should communicate first before y'all try to be like, okay, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
But I also agree with D, and D has said this several times on podcasts that she's been on. This is why you get to know the person before you really need to figure out who the
True.
person is before you marry them,
Which is
before
why
you
you
commit
date.
to a relationship with them.
Right.
Dating, like I said, dating is before the relationship. You date somebody before you be like, okay, I want to take this to the next step, which is a
Commit.
relationship. You
Mm-hmm.
that's dating is
F all
first.
that, because
Then you
again, you
move
can
into a
date, right?
relationship.
You can date. You be dating for like a month or 2 or 3, and then we all know that 6 month switch comes, boom, and then they become a
Yeah.
whole different other
Yes.
person.
Yes.
So we're gonna
Yes.
stop all
But
that
that's
bullshit.
dating. But
Then I ain't the one you with
everybody does
then.
it. But thank you. And if you're dating and there's no commitment, y'all did not sit together and be like, I'm
Yes.
your woman and you're my man and you're dating.
Right.
You can
Right.
exit.
Mm-hmm.
But once
Yep.
that commitment, don't pull that crap on me. And if I'm your woman and you be like, oh, well, this and this and that, I'm just going, no, we made a commitment. So we need to sit
Mhm.
down and discuss
Mm-hmm.
and to talk before we walk
Right.
away. Because after the relationship, the next step
Mhm.
is a marriage. And this is the
Right.
practice. Like you said, it's the practice ground, right? Dating, I have
Mhm.
no commitment to
Mm-hmm.
you. I can date him, her, whoever I want to date, if we're just dating. But if I'm
Mhm.
Right.
committed to you, I'm committed to
Right.
you, and I'm trying to make this work. And we're going to
Right.
Go ahead.
communicate to try to make
Right.
this work
Go
until we
ahead,
can't
Quez.
communicate no more, and then we're gone.
Well, I just wanted to say real quick. Um, it seems like there's a lot of man bashing going on real quick.
Oh my God,
Stop
damn.
y'all.
Oh gosh.
Stop y'all.
We're talking about you.
God damn it, shit. I
We're talking
know
about
he
you,
ain't
real
saying
men
that.
too.
No,
I
Oh
know
my
he
no,
ain't saying
gosh.
that.
On a serious note. Um, you also have to factor in that, some people don't change in a relationship. Sometimes you do. Like
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
there
That's true.
there comes, depending on when you start this relationship, like early relationships usually suffer with this the most. Early marriages usually suffer with this the most. One of the parties is going to want to elevate to another platform or another direction in life, and when that person is not willing to come along or contribute, or they become a hindrance to that, that's also a very determining factor. That has nothing to do with dating. That has nothing to do. Like when I met you, we was cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was toxic together, that shit was fun and it was great. But as I transitioned over here to do something else, you know what I mean? And now I want to, become this or that, and I want to take my life in a different direction. And you can't facilitate that. It's not necessarily a dating problem. That's a human evolution problem. That's a growth problem.
Exactly.
And a lot of that can stem from that too. Like a lot of people don't grow well together.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. You have to grow together. Exactly. And how you do that is you got to communicate. And if you're gonna see those red flags in the beginning. We don't see it because that's when you got them little butterflies and all this and that, and you smelling the perfume and all this. It's just that you have to put in that time. And like I tell people, take a road trip together. It's gonna make or break your relationship. You're gonna know there's a person for you.
But you like motherfucker.
Real quick.
Exactly.
Take a road
real
trip
quick.
for 8 hours.
For hours. You're stuck.
You'll figure it out real quick.
And I ain't talking to Vegas.
She is right. No, like a real one where you just stuck. You can't get out the car and walk home at that point. You just
play the song one more time. Skate your ass off. Like play it one more time.
No, Vegas is a road trip. You gotta sit 3 to 4 or 5 hours with that person in the car.
No, you need days. I agree with you. Days. Take a trip to
over
Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, somewhere around
Nah, because that's too long, man. Like
no, that's the
you know what I'm
point.
saying?
That's the point.
So that's the problem. So
I mean, you gamble. You taking a gamble. Like, what if this person really just irk your nerve, and you a gentleman. You know what? Tell this person, yo, get out of my ride. You know what I mean? Or dang, I gotta. That's a long way back. At least in Vegas. At least in Vegas, they can get a Greyhound or something.
It's the same thing when you're in a marriage. You gotta be in the same thing. Because I even used to say, man, I gotta go to bed with this fool, and I'm mad. When you living together, even that, and I was gonna touch on that too, Edward. Even in some states, if you live together and you're not married, and after 6 months, you can't just up and leave. It's like a marriage, because Texas is one of those states.
Common law.
Yep. And you ain't have to say nothing. Y'all don't have to do anything, but trust me, look it up. It'll tell you after 6 months.
2 years,
they recognize it.
Yeah,
they recognize
California's 2 years. A toothbrush in the home.
Yep. And they should.
Is that why you girls do that?
I think
whatever.
Y'all got a choice. Y'all got a choice. And at the end of the day, cheating is a damn choice. It's a choice.
Yeah, it is.
You either choose to cheat or you don't. I don't care what type of circumstance it is. It's a choice. You either make grown man decisions or you don't. You either make grown woman decisions or you don't.
Hold on, say, y'all. Hold on. We have a very special guest in the house. He's late to the party tonight. We want to introduce MC.
What's good?
Toes.
Good.
What's up, man?
We out here. We out here. Stay inside.
Yeah, you out there.
We out here.
What you got to say, brother?
Hiding. You undercover?
He is, man. He back. Damn it! Here goes the damn
He the
Melvin
toes
mode.
Bandit. He's a toes bandit. He can't be seen on
We didn't
camera.
upgrade it. We ain't got a whole new platform, a whole new look, and now we're back doing the same old shit.
You walked into the darkness.
Because I had to go outside.
You purposely
He said
walked
he had to go
out to the
outside.
darkest place you could find on purpose, sir. You did that. You was just under a light. You purposely.
Okay. I'll move over here. There. Now you can see me better, right?
All right. What you got to say, brother?
No, I'm just listening. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No,
you gonna blow his cover, man.
On the topic, on this.
He on a toes mission.
Hold on,
It's all
y'all.
about the toes. It's all about the toes. But when everybody says, "Hey, look at your partner, date him," for best example, Tyrese, she said, "Oh, I love you. I'm gonna sign this prenup," and now look, she left him for no reason, trying to get $20K a month in child support and another $100K in spousal support. and he thought he knew her. They dated forever. She
Yep.
signed the
Yep.
prenup.
Yep.
So a lot of people switch it up once they get that title of, hey, I'm married. I don't have to do shit now.
Right.
I don't have to put in work. I don't have to do nothing. And so that's all I have to say about that. But the other
I
thing
agree
about
with you, Melvin.
I
thing
agree.
about the cheating part, I wrote in there, I was like, what is the threshold of for a good man, like a real nigga? What's the threshold? Is it dating somebody at like flirting with somebody at work? Is it texting? Is it physical? Is it emotional? And then I threw out
No.
the example of, hey, Bill Gates cheated on his wife, but he saved millions of kids from polio. Is he a real good guy, or is he still a piece of shit? And so it's like, what are the categories?
Ooh.
And every time we
Yes.
try to
Exactly.
judge somebody and be like, oh well, he's a good guy. Well, look at Jeezy. He got married for 2 years, had a baby, and now that relationship ended. So now he has 4 kids with 3 or 4 different women. How is that conducive to the environment of his family? So why am I going to take moral advice from somebody that can't even hold a home down? So it's just it doesn't make any sense. We put these categories and judge these people, but it's like, who's Jeezy, a drug dealer that can't stay in one home? I can say that, and other people will be like, he's the best rapper, he's the best, he's a good role model. So it's everybody has a different perspective. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about people's relationship. I just care about mine. That's it.
I heard
Everybody,
that.
you can do whatever
I heard that.
you could do whatever you want with yours, but I do whatever I want with mine. Some people think I'm a piece of shit. Some people think I'm the coolest guy. Some people think I'm
There you
pro-black.
go.
Some people think I'm
Yep.
not pro-black because I have a white wife. So it's like,
Right.
what do I care what people think? If they
You
don't
better
like me,
speak, Melvin.
fuck them. That's my policy.
Period.
Either you ride with me or you die with me.
Period.
That's it. So life's too short to be worrying about what
Right.
everybody thinks. So
I got the Melvin
Jay-Z or
tees for
anybody.
$5. I'm gonna be posting up the link for $5.
Oh
Got-
yes, yes, bro. I forgot all about that.
Oh yeah, I forgot those.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta be careful though. You're gonna blow Melvin's cover. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm out here.
I know, right?
He's trying to bring down the cartel right now.
That's exactly what he looked like.
That's why you over there in the shadows.
Yep, he looked like
Who
he
got
had
any
a
drugs?
Melvin and grew
Anybody
a
got any
fro.
drugs?
He got a full beard. He out there.
I look homeless.
Right?
He
I
got
look
the
homeless.
He is
pillow.
incognito.
You know what I'm saying? You
And
got
you
on
know-
some Dickie shorts
Incognito.
and high socks right now, sir.
I'm just glad we got the 3 Cent crew finally all back together underneath one roof.
Yeah,
Nah,
Jeezy, you were
shorts.
missed, honey.
Shorts and
Thank you.
Crocs.
Real quick,
Had a lot
Melvin,
going on.
we appreciate your service, sir.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you,
Veterans
thank you.
Day.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying,
Absolutely.
tomorrow. We appreciate your service, sir.
Oh,
You know
thank
what
you,
I'm
thank
saying?
Shout out to all the veterans out there. I'm
Absolutely.
Shout
totally
out to
remiss for
all the
not
veterans.
saying my
It's the-
fault. Shout out to all the veterans out there. Happy Veterans Day to everybody. Happy
Happy
birthday to the
Veterans
Marine
Day.
Corps.
Yeah,
Salute to
it's
my
the Marine
pops,
Corps
yes, sir.
birthday.
Yes.
Today's the Marine
That's
Corps birthday. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
Veterans Day.
Yeah, so we all fucked up today. So
Hoorah.
you damn
Man.
right.
It is.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Melvin,
How we
go ahead
doing,
and get back to your
Edition?
mission, man. We ain't want to hold you up too long.
No, I'm just chilling.
We
I was
don't want to
helping
get you
clean
caught.
up. I was cleaning up my house. I have to go pick up my dad from the airport. He's flying in from
Okay.
Panama, so I wasn't gonna put
nice.
on good clothes to. I was cleaning his
Clean.
house as a surprise. So
Aw.
You're a good
You're
son,
great
Toes.
son, man.
see, everybody else says I'm a piece of shit because I steal his money.
Well, damn.
You cracked me.
You know what?
Yeah.
You
Can I say
cracked
something?
me.
Can I say
You
something?
got to lead with that.
Hold
You know
on.
what I'm saying? You got to tell us
Yeah.
But let me say something.
Hold on. Go ahead, Adoration.
After you just stole all the
Melvin
man's
brought up
shit.
earlier that you got Bill Gates helping people but cheating on his wife. I think that people can
hate
be
you,
both
Melvin.
a good person and a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
saying
that's
that
my
out loud,
point.
but I really
That's
think
my
that.
point. Yeah, there's
I was
there's
talking
a
to my friends
category.
today because I always
that
talk
was
to people.
good
I'm
stuff.
always talking life into people and speaking life and this and that. But I was talking to my friend today and I'm like, you know what? At the same time, I gotta start talking shit.
Yeah,
Like I gotta start talking
exactly.
shit about people at the same time. So you can be a piece of shit and a great person at the same time. And those piece of shit ways don't excuse you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I did this good stuff, so I'm good now. That doesn't
Yeah,
excuse you. You still got
exactly.
problems. You still, you know what I
You
mean?
still
Yeah.
flawed. You're a flawed
Man.
Exactly.
person.
It's not
Everybody's
good.
Right.
flawed. Yes.
So we
And
can say that this
everybody's
is not good.
flawed.
Does that make this a bad person? Maybe
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
But
That's
this
what
is not good.
That's
You
what
can
I
still
always
say
say is
this
like
is not
what's the threshold for that? Like, what's a good
Amen.
person? And so I don't know what a good person is, so I just try to be a good person to
Amen.
what I live, my
Right,
standards
what
I
you
live up.
yeah.
I can't live up to anybody else. I could just live up to how I was raised and how I learned and what I think about things. Because some things I think about, my parents are totally different. They're old Catholic people. You gotta stay together no matter what. And I'm like, hey,
I disagree.
I don't know about all that. 55 is a long time to be married.
Right.
I take my Bible seriously. It does not say that in the Bible.
No, the Bible doesn't have term limits on a marriage. It should.
No.
Because that shit,
It doesn't.
55 years is too long. You need
Listen,
to upgrade like a cell phone.
Marriage is supposed to be for life.
Nah, marriage needs to be updated like an iPhone plan.
It doesn't say that in the Bible. I think we get a lot of stuff from our traditions, but there's a lot of stuff that does not say that in the Bible. You know,
exactly.
Till death do us part. It's right there in the Bible. But
That's
again,
what we
so
say in
I
our
don't know where it don't till death do us part, and that's pretty much solidifies meaning till death do you part.
We say that at the altar, but we're
But again, we're not going to twist up the Bible when it says till death do you part. You know, till death do you part. But anyway,
I'm gonna look it up. Now they got me thinking. Now I gotta look it up.
Weekend, it's the gig of Google it.
There is no but. It's till death do you part. We can look it up.
Yeah.
That could be a whole nother topic. Till death do you part.
Like homework.
Do you get the weekends off? Like, do you get the weekends off? Or
through sickness and health?
You gotta write that in your vows.
Through death do you part.
You gotta put it in the
my
vows.
vows say, when I get tired of you, I'm gonna upgrade like a cell phone plan. I'm gonna get a new screen.
Whoa.
Gonna be faster processor, better connection.
No, that's right.
But yeah. So we are rounding out of time. I don't think we're gonna get to the third topic.
What's the third topic?
Processor, bro. Shut up.
Better connection.
Better connection.
What's the third topic?
The third topic was: is it ever okay to date an ex-friend's baby mama, baby daddy?
Yeah.
Whatever. Some crap that Tisha put up. Hold on. Let's put up this ratchet Jerry Springer loving hip hop basketball wife bullshit. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Here
anymore. We're not friends like that or whatever, but I ended up marrying his baby mama.
That's why y'all ain't friends. What matters is you did it the right way because you didn't smut her out. You married her, that's like if you lose the right way. Absolutely. If you lose a friend any other way. Right. You married her. You found the love of your life. You got
I didn't lose him for that. We wasn't friends. Like,
so y'all fell out before that,
right?
And you was like, let me take your.
Let's play this ratchet Jerry Springer loving hip hop, basketball wide bull VH1 bullshit again. One more time.
The flesh is weak. That's all I got.
Don't have a homo anymore. We're not friends like that or whatever. But I ended up marrying his baby mama.
That's why y'all ain't friends. What matters is you did it the right way because you didn't smut her out. You married her, that's like if you lose the right way. Absolutely. If you lose a friend any other way. Right. You married her. You found the love of your life. You got
I didn't lose him for that. We wasn't friends. Like,
so y'all fell out before that,
right?
And you was like, let me take your.
Flesh is weak.
So that's why Claire carry my Glock. I can't play it.
Like,
see, that's that Portia Williams shit.
Why do we go to Glock?
I don't trust.
Hold up. Before we dive back in.
Been feeling her the whole time.
That's what she said.
Hold on a second. Teach. Hold up.
I didn't even know Mo Gang was out here.
Hey, hold on. Nikisha, go back because again we got to. You're very low. So go ahead and say what you were saying.
I said that the dude that married her was feeling old girl the whole time his boy was with her. The whole time. That wasn't no spur of the moment. Nothing.
Right.
Low key feeling his homeboy's broad the whole time.
Day one.
Her and waiting to swoop her up. That's what that is.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah. Flesh is weak.
And thank you, Kendra, for the quote. Thank you. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Goodlow.
I I don't think it's
My
a big
opinion
deal.
on that, honestly, I feel like and this is just my real honest opinion. Now, me personally, I couldn't do it, you know, but my true opinion on that, because that is messy, but my true opinion on that is that I feel like people are in the same groups and circles. All right. And this is what I noticed. People in the same friends group, they sort of date around, like, especially in high school, they sort of date around in the same friends group. So this guy's baby's mama, I don't know if they grew up together, la. Let's say they were all in high school. They all knew each other. They were group friends. One guy not married her, but they slept together and had a baby. And then later down the line, they're not together anymore. This guy and him aren't friends anymore. So he's not using that bro code. And him and this girl, maybe he's the one looking after her, helping her out, and he becomes the new guy. I personally, even though it sounds super, super shady, I personally don't fault the guy for that necessarily. These people are in the same group. They know the same people. They hang around the same people. These are the people
let me
you're
tell
more
you why
likely to
that's.
date.
Let me tell you why that's going to be an issue. What first thing? There's a child.
Yes.
Yeah, you've already said you and Buddy not cool. So now you've been taking that a step further. Now you're in the household with the child of somebody that you not cool with. There's already animosity and a negative situation that's going to happen. It may not happen today. It may not happen next week. Might not even happen this year. But eventually that's going to boil over because y'all already not cool. Then you went and married this man's baby mama. So now you're in the house with his child. You guys already were cool. That's going to become an issue because you may try to discipline his son one day, or one day him and his baby mama going to get into it and you're going to feel the need to step in there and try to, regulate that situation about them and their child. Like there's a whole lot that can go wrong with that is unnecessary. There are so many women out here in the world. And sir, what are you doing? Right. We was cool before. But if I've never intentionally dated somebody that I know dated one of the homies. I'm not doing that. Not intentionally. You know what I'm saying? Let alone I know you got a baby with her. I'm not, let me, it must have been good. He left something in it. Let me go get a sample. Hell no. Right.
She better look like Halle Berry.
I'm with Jeezy over here with the I'm with Jeezy with the raggedy charger phone, it's I think he had been pretty much scoping from the gate, saying like you just been eyeing that woman, saying from the very start, which has been kind of creepy.
It could be the case though, because I mean, like I said, say they all went to high school together and they both liked the girl. She's in their friends group. They both liked her, but one guy had sex with her, got her pregnant, but wasn't planning on doing right by her. And he's like, I would have done right by her the whole time. And I'm just saying that I'm not going to.
That's what he was saying the whole time. That's what he was saying the whole time they was together. I would have did right.
But that's my thing though.
Right.
We're assuming that they were together. He didn't say husband. He said baby's mama. Like they could have been 16 and got pregnant together. And then later down the line at 24, he's like, this girl, she's here. I know her. We've been best friends for a long time.
So here's the thing. So I
thought only the men tried to justify this type of shit.
Right. I thought I'm with you, Quez. I'm getting ready to play advocate real quick. I'm getting ready to play advocate. Let me play advocate real quick.
Let's hear it.
So for justifying this. So again, when we're talking about marriage, two become one. So, therefore there's that. But then at the same time, when you have a baby with somebody, there's a different element to that thing. That becomes, you are bound by family. You guys are bound by blood. You guys share a child. So again,
it's a lifetime commitment.
It's a lifetime. There ain't no expiration date, no till death do you part on that. That is a lifetime bond that you have. So if you my boy, you my, my bro, whatever, you coming around and then me and this woman break up and then you turn around and you try to get with her or you marry her, then now all of a sudden now you playing stepdaddy to my kid. But I don't know.
I'm together. They broke up.
That's what I know. It doesn't make any sense because
it was a baby's daddy and a husband. And to me, I can't really fault the guy because we're not
daddy. Again, they have a child. Like Quez said, there is a child in the mix.
But if we're gonna quote the Bible, if we're gonna quote the Bible and the sanctity of marriage, then how did we get the baby before the marriage anyway? So they ain't even living by the scripture. So I don't want to hear like,
we're not quoting the Bible though.
But they're not. If you're saying the covenant, if you're saying the covenant and the marriage, like the marriage ain't the same for everybody. So when you guys look at marriage and it's like the covenant and it's associated with the Bible and whatnot, they could just be like, hey, we're partners, we're in it together. This is how we view marriage. Your perspective on marriage is different than maybe theirs.
Do we know about biology?
What about biology?
Okay.
Go ahead, Tish.
I got my hand up.
Go ahead.
Got my hand up. I'm taking marriage out of it. I'm taking the kid out of it. I'm taking all that out of it. I bound by code. I would never date my friend's ex-boyfriend or any of that stuff. We have tight groups of male and females who are friends, and ain't none of us messed with anybody. So putting them in tight groups is saying that, oh, it's bound to happen. No, we have a code that we don't do that. And why would I take on your ex that you probably done cried on my shoulder about doing all this funkiness with, or he driving you crazy and everything else? Why would I subject myself to that same drama? So I could be crying on your shoulder 2 weeks later? That's dumb to me. That's dumb to me.
I agree.
No, when they had a kid and all that stuff, he should have, like Quest, there's so many different women out there. Why would you choose your exes who he has a baby by? Because y'all run in the same circle and you can't find nobody else? I'm like, make it make sense. No.
Well, look at Black China, look at Tigga, look at all the people that have everybody on Basketball Wives.
Yeah, but I feel like
look at the drama that comes with it.
Even though I feel like we don't talk, I feel like it doesn't.
There's drama in everything.
But when you go through groups like your parents' college groups, it's like, oh, wait a minute, dad or mom, you were talking to this person before. You were not dating. You're talking to this person before you were talking to this person, and you like. And this is my opinion now. Like I said, I only dated one guy that, far be it, is far from all the friends that I had in a different country. But I'm just saying, by observing other people and also by being a story writer, I see how you don't usually in the beginning, you don't know who your person is, but you form groups, friendships form. Like I said, the guy, he could have been friends with a girl at first, became friends with the guy. We can't even say that the baby's mama even dated the baby's father. We're just assuming that they have a baby, they probably dated, they're probably together, they're probably married. Could have just been, you know what I mean, one night stand, or he was trying to talk to her, he wasn't planning on doing right by her, and that's why the boy fell out. Like, you're not planning on doing right by, you know what I mean, our homie, our girl, like, screw you.
It's still a matter of, okay, if this is your homeboy, you coming in to see this kid who is your homeboy's kid, you have to look at this representation of this man or woman for however long it is that you're dealing with this person. It makes things really, 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 really awkward.
True, but for some people,
but it's always awkward though.
Like I said,
it's always awkward
because he married her. Let's assume that this guy actually loves this woman because he married her. The other guy, you don't know if he married her.
We don't care about that. We don't care if he loves her. He probably loved her the whole time. He loved her. He was in that relationship. Baby.
I'm hearing the crumpling.
He was in the background the whole time.
Right. No, but that's what we're assuming.
You so much better. You was a secret co-conspirator to the end of that relationship.
But
that's how I look at it.
Though,
when I see stuff like that, bro.
I agree.
You and him were friends, and he was with her. They had a baby. Now all of a sudden they broke up, and you jump in and let's get married, bro. You've been practicing. You've been in her ear the whole time.
The whole time.
Shit. You know he cheated on you on Thursdays when he stayed going to play basketball and 24-hour fitness. No, he want to meet that other
man. Hey, imagine him coming to the house is looking at your girl while she in there cooking grits. Like, damn, she thicker than a bowl of grits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder what that be like. You know what I'm saying? This sucker ass nigga don't deserve her right now. I could be in that position. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing about jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas will sit there.
Yeah, I agree.
Nah, cause I'm telling you. So what it is that dudes, you know what I'm saying? So women get the bad rep for being catty, whatever. Nah, there are some dudes who are just as catty and just as jealous of the next dude for what they got because they ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? So they're over here salivating over the fact that, oh, this man got this girl over here. He probably doing a lot for him, cooking, doing all this other stuff. And he over there just hating, secretly just hating and just jealous and envious. And will throw a little salt, do little things, whatever like that, in order to get what he needs, where he thinks he wants out of that.
That's what we call them. They dirty Macs. You dirty,
but I feel like
Macking,
that's what
bro.
we're just assuming.
Yeah.
Just because they had a baby
How you
together
assume?
and they got married, it doesn't
How you
mean
assume?
No.
Adoration.
My hand up.
Adoration. We got our 3 cents.
Back to middle school.
That's what I'm saying. Adoration. We got to make this make sense. We
together, like kissed her first, and we're not doing all that.
We're taking our 3 cents to make it add up. We're gonna make this add up real quick. Let's look at it like in a sense. Okay.
Oh my God.
How?
Let her talk.
What did she say?
I'm gonna lose my train of thought if you move.
Go ahead, Tisha. Go.
Go ahead, Tisha.
Okay, to top on what Edward say, I think homeboy's been
Who
in
the
there the
funk
whole
is
time.
Edward?
Because too, if they're all close, and if the female is having an issue with her man, which she knows that's the best friend, he sees all of that. The two friends talk, so it's easy for him to be like, "Oh, you know what, girl? He ain't treating you right. I wouldn't do that to you. You know, I'll do this for you. I'll make sure you have this and this and this," and then it makes it easy to slide into that door because he knows everything.
But that's
So I think he was
assuming
in the
they even
picture.
talked. What if they didn't talk beforehand?
If they're all
Assuming
circles,
this
you know, all
whole
of them, they talk.
situation. We all have
They
very
talk.
limited information about this situation.
Yeah, it's so exactly. We're assuming so much.
True.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't care. I'm like, somebody could date my ex. Go ahead. I done skeeted in that thing. It don't matter to me no more. And what do I care? What do I like? What do you
If you want
honestly
my
care?
ex with all the headaches, take them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, go ahead. But I wouldn't I don't even talk to my friends' females. So it's like, why would I even talk to them like that? So it's like, I'm not friends with any. I know them because of I'm friends with their husband. I'm friends with their boyfriend. I don't even rock with them like that. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I don't have any of their numbers. I'm not really on Facebook with them. So it wouldn't make sense for me. But it's like, if you, in my situation, if like, let's say 12 years, we're younger, we're 20, now we're in our 30s, and I'm like, oh yeah, you dated 15 years ago. That's ancient history. And the main question is like, where is that guy and why is he not taking care of his kid? Because so if he did her dirty and he upped and moved states and he just left her and you're like, oh shit. No, that's why we fell out, because he was a shitbag and we're friends now. And there's many scenarios that could play out. So it's just like, but I wouldn't do it. I don't care. I don't honestly care, because most now at our age, everybody's been skeeted in anyway.
So we're talking about hypothetically, and we're assuming the fact of the fact is that this man has moved in with this other man's baby mama, because there's a baby involved.
Married too.
And married the baby mama. So whatever split, whatever. So you are now, let's just say, saying this is a dude who I call my bro. So my son's over here calling you uncle such and such is now stepdaddy. It's too damn.
Out?
But we're assuming all
but
that.
Why they fall out?
But out of all the women, I'm a play like God and In Too Deep. Out of all the women in the world, you gonna step to my baby moms? Why?
Because they live in the same neighborhood. Because they're all in the same friend group.
But she's not the only girl in the neighborhood.
Listen.
No,
I'm big on body language, right?
Maybe he moved back and he knew her, and that's the only person.
Hold on, here goes again.
Right? Yeah, don't have the homeboy anymore. We're not friends like that or whatever. But I ended up marrying his baby mama.
That's why y'all ain't friends. What matters is you did it the right way, because you didn't smut her out. You married her, and that's like if you lose the right way. Absolutely. If you lose a friend any other way. Right. You married her. You found the love of your life. You got
I didn't lose him for that. We wasn't friends. Like,
so y'all fell out before that,
right?
And you was like, "Let me take your."
So they weren't friends. Like, it wasn't because of the bitch. So it's like,
yeah, but if you listen to him and you see
still don't matter.
No, if you like, body language is a big thing. He thought that shit was cute. He thought it was cute.
Exactly.
Yes, he
That
did.
was the part. Like
Yeah.
he did it on some "let me be funny" shit. Like
Well,
you
yeah.
could see it in his face. He was
That's what made me
facetious.
think, was that a petty
And
move
when she
on
was
his
like,
part?
"Oh yeah, you
It was
y'all
definitely
got cool, so
petty.
you like let me
But
take your bitch,"
No.
and you like, huh?
Nobody
You can
marries
hear him
somebody
in the
to be
background,
petty, yo.
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
bro.
You
You
marry somebody to be petty.
Yeah.
You might,
Adoration.
But what made
you
it
might,
better?
I
you
What
think you
might
made
lived
it?
in the state. I think you lived
Maybe
outside of the states for way too long.
maybe so.
I don't think. I think the
Nah,
ladies. It was like I
hold
said,
on,
the
let
body language
DZ
is
talk.
everything.
DZ talking,
Hold
even
on.
though we can't hear her.
Correct.
Go ahead, DZ.
I said the body. I agree. The body language is everything. He didn't come out like, yeah, they were dating, it didn't work out. He was doing this, and I got her and wifed her. It was like, nah, we fell out, and and I married his baby mama. That's how I took it. And like I said, his whole body language. That's how I felt. He been eyeing baby mama whole time. Her and his bro was together, and now he got his chance. They fell out before that. So all the other fish in the sea, you're like, I'm gonna go get at his baby mama.
Yeah.
That's trash.
But at least he married her. That's it.
Whatever.
That's it. He could have
Shut
just
up,
eaten it and
Melvin.
left.
I agree. That's what I'm
That-
saying. I agree with
Like he
Melvin.
could have
Don't
done.
matter.
If he was
He
being
actually
petty,
Thank you,
has
D.
genuine
he could have
Thank
just
you,
feelings.
dropped
D. I
another
agree with
baby.
you,
It
D.
don't matter.
So
That
if they stay married for 55 years, he still did wrong, even though he found his
Yeah.
person.
Yes.
No,
No,
I
I
It's
don't
I
think
still
don't
so.
is
think.
it's
No,
still
I don't
wrong.
think
He
it's
probably
wrong.
staying with her because he probably, whatever. They made it work or they did it out of
no,
spite, stay
I'm still
together,
bugging
whatever
over
the
the fact that
case.
Adoration believes that people don't do certain things to be
Because
petty. He
No,
would
no, no.
definitely marry him
Adoration,
to be
I don't.
petty.
I wouldn't marry
Honestly, what
somebody
I'm
for
saying is,
that
I
though.
don't think somebody would marry somebody just to be petty. To
Yeah,
me, I don't
that's
see
too
that.
much.
I
he
That's
don't
too
see
probably
much.
that. Now,
married. He probably was
will
dating
he
her to be
sleep with her?
petty, and
Maybe
then
even drop another
Yeah,
baby on her.
and
But
then
get
he
married
could
to a
have
whole
got with her
person
the man's
just to be petty?
sister.
I don't think so.
Yeah, like he
Personally,
could have dated her sister. He could have dated the mom.
he could have did a
There's
lot of
other
stuff.
things to be
Listen,
petty.
what the
Exactly. If he was
listen.
hell,
trying to, if it was just
I,
about
I
pettiness.
hate to be
Melvin?
mean, but bro looked like a lame. You know what I'm saying?
You do.
He did this
Mm-hmm.
on purpose. He was gonna fall in love with the next piece of pussy he got anyway. It don't matter
Yeah.
who it
Right.
was.
Come
He made a
on, that's not
conscious
fair, y'all. That's
decision.
not fair.
He
Whoever
does
was
look
gonna
like
give him some
T-Pain.
play,
You know what?
He does look
That's
like
your
T-Pain and the
friend.
strippers.
You know what?
That's
Jessica
not
brought
thank
up a
you.
valid point. She said the woman is wrong in that situation too. Because
Yeah.
again, because she could have
Absolutely.
been extra petty. She's being extra petty herself.
Absolutely.
She's being
no.
extra petty
Oh
herself.
yeah,
But
she
that's why
is.
she sent that lame up there to say it out loud in front of everybody. She sent
I
him up there
disagree.
because
Yes.
she
Ain't
knew it was
nobody saying
bullshit.
that she
I
ain't
disagree.
just as lame as him because
Nah,
she was eyeing
I'm
him
with
too. It ain't
adoration
nothing
on
to
that
do
one.
with her.
no, I disagree.
I'm
Me
with
and Melvin, I
adoration. Yeah.
disagree. No,
You know?
Adoration.
Me and
Girl,
Tisha,
stop.
I
speak
disagree.
the petty language very, very well. We're Sagittarius. We understand petty.
Let me see.
Well,
Adoration for real.
I'm a
Keep it
Leo,
100.
Cancer, and Libra. So
Personally,
you
Yeah,
have
no,
one.
and now, like
the
I
woman
said,
is
no,
definitely
listen,
You a
wrong
toe
though.
sucker.
I agree
Right,
with
right.
Cole. I agree with Cole. I could
We
never
out
date
here.
anybody because I remember my friends were like,
Right.
"Oh,
It's a
didn't
code.
you like him before you even liked him, and then you end up dating him? You
I
can date
agree.
him
Both.
still."
I
I was
think
like,
both
"Oh
of them
hell
are
no,
wrong.
they're family.
Mm-hmm.
That could never happen." But I agree with Cole. But what I'm saying is, I think that people don't understand, especially now. I don't believe in family and this and that, but I think that when it comes to like individual people, they're not related, this and that and that and that, how the coins end up falling. And I feel like there's a
It
lot of
don't
people
matter.
who have now, like I said, with a baby, a kid in the way, I understand that. But I think there's a lot of ways that could happen. That's just not, I wouldn't say it's completely, I couldn't
There's not a lot of
think that
ways.
it's all pettiness. But like I said,
Well, that
maybe I'm
happens.
not.
It happens.
I
It's
really
been
don't.
happening since the beginning of time. When people die, that somebody comes and takes over the family. That's fucking since the Civil
I
War.
mean,
That's because the
it,
farmer down the road wanted to fuck your wife anyway.
Well,
no, but
He
why
Dang,
does
couldn't
man,
that?
wait for you
we
to
have an
die.
it
explicit
happens.
Because he had
language on
bad
here.
It
intentions.
He
happens.
couldn't wait for you to die. He been wanting,
No,
you
that's
know,
Well,
not
if
who's
fair,
gonna
guys.
take care of the
you're
farm?
That's
well,
Who's
not
gonna
yeah.
till
fair.
this land?
That's
Who
not
gonna
fair.
take care of these
No
cattle?
monetization on
Yeah.
Oh
YouTube.
man,
No
yeah,
It
monetization
I
on
should
know you
YouTube.
can't
always
do it by
be
yourself.
oh
You
I'm
might as
like,
well let a
well,
man come over. Stop it.
nah. I
It
he
all
ain't.
disagree.
started. It's
He is
always
my
been like
neighbor,
this.
but his
Always been
wife
a
looks like
secret
Holly
hater
Berry.
in the background trying to pick extra cotton for your bitch. You know what I'm saying?
No,
No, that's not fair.
Right.
I mean, it's damn near equivalent. It's damn near equivalent to a man marrying his brother's wife. You know what I'm saying? Or ex-wife or whatever.
That's
It's
disgusting.
It happens. It happens.
No, that's
Yeah,
just
now
disgusting.
yeah,
that's
in
a little, that's a
Kentucky,
little different.
in
Yeah,
Alabama,
that's
Mississippi, you know,
nasty.
deep down south. You know,
I
like
mean, no,
Yeah,
that's biblical law though. That's biblical law, but I disagree with
There
that.
we go.
so
There
shit,
we
the
go.
no, you
funk.
can't
Girl.
disagree with the Bible now.
There we go.
You
No,
can't.
no, no, no,
It's
no.
in the
Hold on,
Bible.
hold on.
It's
Let
in
me say it
there.
right. Okay, let me
You
say it
can't
right.
We
disagree
can't
It's
pick and
biblical.
choose.
Girl.
Okay, let me say it right. Let me say it right. It's
No,
biblical
you said
law
it
that
right.
when you're. Let me say
So
it. Let me say
so
it right. Let me say it better.
so if
It's
your
biblical
husband
law
died,
that when
you gotta marry his brother. His brother got rights to you,
that's
and
biblical
you better
law.
give him
Like
some
I
of that
said,
twat.
it's not my
You know what I'm saying?
culture,
It's in the
but
There you go
Bible.
with
It's in
that.
the scriptures.
but remember,
Quez is
remember,
secretly a white
but
guy.
wait though. Remember when the
Uh-huh.
king? Remember when the king married his brother's wife because he thought she was beautiful or whatever. God was against that because I don't think his brother was even dead. But so there, like I said, there's some stuff
Exactly.
that's
He
a
wasn't
no-no.
dead yet. You gotta
Yeah.
wait for that nigga
Exactly,
to
that's
die.
evil. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying.
My
But
neighbor
like I said,
died, but his
your
wife
culture's
looked
your
like Holly
culture.
Berry. I'm coming
But
over.
we're talking about people that are not related. We're talking
I'm
about people
coming
that are not
over.
this and
Man,
that.
Nigga, we neighbors. I'm coming
on
over for some sugar. And I might not leave. I'm dropping all the milk. You know what I'm talking about? All that half and half. I'm gonna drop all that half and
oh
half.
man.
If you dropping milk, then you know you gonna caught something now.
Hey,
Oh,
You
all
know,
I
you
got.
might not want to be over there.
Hey, not every fire hydrant's clean. All right, not every
why
fire
are we
hydrant's clean.
here?
Man.
I
I
can't.
can't.
Coming over
I
for some
can't.
sugar,
This is
and I might
Not
hilarious.
not
with
leave.
This is
Melvin.
hilarious to me.
Melvin is out of
Oh
control.
gosh,
I'm
I
Okay.
getting some
can't.
sugar. That's all I'm
Melvin
saying.
is
She looked
always
like
out of
Holly Berry.
control.
She looked like Holly Berry. You mean I'm gonna
He
leave that
said
for my other neighbor? Nah.
Anyway,
Melvin said he
I'm
running
out of
over.
lemonade.
That's his other
I'm
side.
coming over. I'm like, you need paint? You want me to help around the house? All
That's
right.
funny.
What you
Hey, I'm
need?
out of lemonade,
Mm-mm.
y'all. I'm out of lemonade. I'm out of patience.
Out
This
of
this has been a
fear.
while. We didn't went we were going on a good trajectory, and then we just made a left turn somewhere, and then now we just in the milk and farms and
I'm sorry.
brothers. D,
I
what are
know
That's
you
I
what we
fucked it
shredding,
up.
do.
man?
Yeah, because that's because adoration
Huh?
That's
out
what
here
we
trying to
do.
sleep with her
I
brother.
hear shred,
Brother.
just shred,
You
shred,
know what I'm
shred.
I got all this mail I gotta get
Adoration is waiting
together.
on her
D
husband to
got
die so
bills.
she can get the
Heavy on
brother.
the shredding
You
of
know
the
what I'm saying? Because
food.
it's in the
I'm
Bible.
not even
Dude.
married, bro. I'm not married. I'm
Y'all
not
want
married. I'm
some?
not married.
This
It's
is
Nah.
in the
too
Bible. So
funny.
that's
I'm
what
not
she
This is
waiting on.
married.
funny.
See,
Will you
adoration,
please
you
die
gotta
so
like.
I can get your brother? I wanted him the whole time anyway. You just talk.
I'm not even married.
Hey, it makes sense.
See?
I'm just messing with you,
Mm-mm.
adoration.
Yeah, it do make sense, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Look at D.
Here we
Why you
go.
wouldn't want to be over
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
here in America? Why you say you
Look,
wouldn't
D.
want to
I
be here in
killed the nigga.
America?
Because they
Oh,
got
for
more
me,
money over there.
America's not for me. It's not for me. It's not my kind. It's not
There
for
we
me.
go.
Yeah,
You
girl.
well,
heard
because
It
me
yeah,
say
ain't.
because
she can have
She
in
can't
four
handle
Dubai
all
you
this
can
husbands.
marry both the
pettiness.
brother and the cousin, right?
Yeah, she said that she can have 4 husbands over there.
I said
Why would
in
she say
Dubai you can
no?
Yeah,
marry both the brother, the cousin, and the nephew.
Nope.
Hey,
They
cat's
get
gotta
four
right,
eat.
Neighbor
wives.
down the road.
They get 4
right.
wives over here. Not here in
Cat's
Dubai.
gotta eat.
Oh, y'all
Not
Yeah,
ain't
that
even
ain't
shit.
gonna
close.
happen over here.
Not here in
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Dubai.
am literally in tears. Like this is
Let her
hilarious
Hey
to
cook.
y'all.
me.
Let her cook.
Hey, so we can continue this. You know, we ran out of time. I think we had some technical difficulties because of the people in the charger phone. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably got a whack ass charger logo on there. That's probably
Hey,
why it was all staticky and whatnot.
Oh my
You know what I'm
gosh,
saying?
that's
And
Moganger
we couldn't
horrible.
hear
don't bang.
anything.
No, y'all men didn't really want to hear it clear what she had to say. That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's what it
No,
Moganger
I
was.
don't
want to
She was
hear
bang.
gonna
everything.
beat all on y'all's ears.
I love Miss Val.
Mm.
Greg, you're late to the party, but hello, how you doing? We brought you up
Hey,
today.
he getting over here now.
Yeah, we
Sir.
brought you up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we
for
been giving
those
you
who
a
are
shout
watching
out.
on YouTube, you know, saying or on Facebook, you know, you can go back and watch the rebroadcast. I dropped the email in the link or in the comments, you know, drop your 3 cent at gmail.com. If you got any topics that you want us to touch, if you got any suggestions or whatever, just hit up the Gmail, you know, say we'll be checking it. We'll be back next Friday. You know, we'll be doing some. I don't know what we're gonna be doing. Hopefully, we're gonna work on getting Nikisha a better phone. You know, maybe like a good.
Y'all ain't gonna keep messing with her.
Period. You gotta get
What you say,
Yeah.
y'all? I didn't say nothing.
Questa, don't include me in
Include me in
that.
it.
Moganger
I love
don't
Miss
bang. Leave her
Dowles.
alone. Leave her
Hey,
alone.
you know what I mean?
Mogang
That's
all
what
day.
he be killing me. me, nigga. He acted. Look, don't get on my Chargers, nigga. We in the
Yeah.
same fucking boat, bro.
Period.
So
Oh
shut up.
yeah, the Raiders are trash right now.
Cowgirl?
Hey, at
What you
least we
say?
winning.
I'm echoing because of the charger phone.
We winning. You don't even have the same coach. How many coaches do you guys go through? Rent a coach and shit.
Ooh.
Like go to coaches.
I can't say that. I can't say that. He right about that though. He right.
Hey, your owner look like Chucky and shit. Mine look like Tales from the Crypt, but yours look like fucking Chucky, a grown ass overweight Chucky.
Oh
my god.
Hey, your owner look like a slave master. You know what I'm saying? And your logo is the same logo as the Carl's Jr. famous star. So stop that.
Probably was, but we win. Y'all don't win.
All I know is that we beat y'all though. We beat y'all. We beat the Cowgirls, so it's all good.
Oh, hey, that happens. Any
And
given
truth be
Sunday.
told, that's what any team says. Every team says, well, at least we beat the Cowboys.
Yeah,
right.
Every team says that.
And they did it on my birthday too. So I'm.
We beat
hey,
the Cowboys, but we didn't make the playoffs. Oh,
you guys are gonna choke just like the Chargers. Let's see who chokes the worst, the Chargers or the Cowgirls.
Oh, we'll see you guys in January. No, we won't. You won't make the playoffs. I'm sorry.
No, you'll make the playoffs. You just ain't going further than the first round.
Hey, that's farther than you guys. You guys ran out of gas like week 8. So it's like y'all didn't even make it to the gas station.
You know better to go after Melvin. Let it go.
I'm gonna put some toe polish on his toes.
Don't do that hot sauce. We like hot sauce.
I hope you eat some toes with some bad bunions.
Get that pinky
he
toe
like
ready.
that red hot sauce. I put that shit on everything.
That little pinky toe.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Hey, it's been real. Enjoy the rebroadcast.
Yeah.
We'll chop it up. We'll make some edits here and there. Of course, we get on hood at the same time. These over here crushing up bills, all loud, crumpling all of them in the ear. It was good to have her back. You know, we missed you around here. Good to have Mo Gang in here. What you got to say, Quest?
We gonna take up a donation so that we can get G a paper shredder so she ain't gotta rip
whatever
all
it
her,
is. It's
all
gonna
her
get it
bills
is gonna get
through
shredded.
the middle of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We just
I
need her
didn't
to
know
go
y'all
ahead
could
and put
hear
it.
me.
She's on that
Yeah.
final notice. Leave her. That's her third notice.
Hey, that
Leave her
thing
alone.
loud as hell, but I didn't know
It's
what
like
she was over there doing.
And if I was her, I would keep ripping. And if I was her, I'd keep ripping.
Just ghetto and
That's
shit.
let you know. That's
She
let you
muted
know how
her.
much
She
strength
came
I got,
off
huh?
you and started ripping it up again. I said, what the-
Keep ripping.
Just rich
no.
around and
Let
rich
you
it
know
off.
how
Just
much-
ghetto
how
and
much-
shit.
No.
How much strength
That's
I
right.
got,
Rip
huh?
it. Rip
Just
it.
ghetto
Rip
and
it.
shit. You got people
Don't
watching
sign
in different
Jello.
countries. Come on,
Rip
y'all.
it.
All right, y'all.
All right.
She's
Let's
over
wear
here
those
acting
shirts.
ignorant.
Rip his ass.
All right, y'all. One love. We'll catch y'all on the next stream. If you got any ideas, any topics, hit us up in the Gmail. I'm Third, Quez, D, Mo Gang,
Mo Gang.
Dirty Chargers, Adoration. Appreciate you from joining from across the world.
You better get it right.
Choke.
We're gonna make
Teach.
sure.
Mo Gang or don't bang.
Chargers online.
No. Mo
Chargers
Gang or don't bang.
so
We out here.
All right, love y'all.
All right, later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.